I need $1 bad.
We are live, week 1 recap, Line Chasers pod. Great week if I might say. A lot of units were won, a lot of units were lost, but once again, we are back. We are back. Coming to
I
you
wouldn't say a lot
live.
of units were won.
I am
They
down
were
a
a-
lot. I'm down a lot.
As a podcast, we lost a lot, but
No, guys. You guys got to look at the bright side. A
Week
lot of
one.
bets were made. A lot of money was made. Okay, Corey, let's get a quick rundown of where everybody stands with these units.
Yeah, as Hunter said, more units lost than won this week. I think Hunter is the only one in the green, so congratulations to him.
I think he's the only one green.
thank you.
Boo.
I'll run it down. I'm pretty sure myself, Brant, and Luke are not even a unit lost. We're pretty much even on the week. However, Connor and Joel -4 units, give or take 4.5.
Fuck
and
the
then
Bears.
big loser.
We
of
will
the
be back,
week-
guys.
Big
We'll be
loser
back.
of the week, Tony.
Ooh.
Six
Our
and a half
usual
units
sighting.
on
You.
the week.
This is
Yeah.
usual, guys. Just get used to this cat. He's just a
Hey.
fucking loser. You know.
I'm gonna hop right back on the
I will
saddle.
say.
We're gonna be right back in this week.
Stick
It was
with
a
me
bad
and
week,
Tony.
man. I apologize to the viewers, but let me remind you, we were up 21 units last year.
Correct.
So
Yeah. Tony and I were the only ones in the
the
green last year.
Correct. Keyword
Stick
last
with
year.
us.
Guy's a
Stick-
fucking loser.
Yeah.
Stick
All right.
with us.
Lot of-
ahead.
Lot of last year talk.
Lot
Yeah.
of past year talk.
A lot of past year talk. I'm not coming for any of that past year slander. It's a new year. Also, viewers, key in to my 32% bet share. Absolutely fucking amazing. And you know what? I got absolutely cucked on my 2 whale plays. McCaffrey gets every touch under the sun, doesn't fucking score, and Steelers lose on the fucking hook. Guys, we are okay. False alarm. False alarm. We're coming back with a big week too. Big.
Yikes.
That's all I got.
Yikes.
Also, BTJ had 7 fucking targets. 7! All right, jumping into the week 1 recap. Thursday night, Dallas Cowboys on the road in Philly with the now defending Super Bowl champs. Cowboys 20, Eagles 24. The little bit of box score highlights: Barkley 18 for 60, 1 touchdown, 3.3 yards per carry. Hurst just a 19 for 23, 152, no touchdowns. AJ Green with a measly AJ Green. Oh my god.
The
AJ
goat.
Brown.
The GOAT.
1 catch, 1 target. The big surprise for me: Javonte Williams finding new legs. 15-54, 2 tubs, a whopping 3.6 yards per carry. You just don't find them like that anymore, boys. You just don't find them like that. Yeah, it was an interesting game. Dallas came out hotter than people thought. We expected that with the Dallas. If you're following me, Dallas plus 8.5 was an easy first bet of the season. Dallas came out firing. The Carter spit. It was all Cowboys.
One of my
Absolutely
wins.
through this game. So
It's one of my wins. One of my wins.
I think the surprise here is the Philadelphia Eagles were able to win this game without incorporating any of their wide receivers in the passing game. And honestly, Saquon didn't have a good game either.
Not really.
that guy fucking sucks.
And now they have
He's
Tank.
just not good.
Now they have Tank.
Tank.
Wow.
Tank Bigsby did get traded to the, what was it for, a 5th and a 6th or a 4th and a
5th and a
5th?
6th.
I mean, they're
Yeah,
just
they're
worried Saquon's just not going to be the guy anymore. is
Well,
what it
Shipley
is.
got
They just
hurt.
I don't think that, yeah.
Well,
I
Shipley
don't
got
think
hurt.
so.
Tank to step
Will
up.
Shipley got hurt, and it's not good.
They want Tank to step up and be the starter, I think is
Saquon
what that
Barkley,
trade clearly
known-
says.
Known for falling off.
The one big takeaway from this game is if you watched it or if you're just a Cowboys fan in general, I think there's more positives you've taken away than negatives here. Dak Prescott was far and away, in my opinion, the best player on the field for this Thursday night game. If you watched it, CeeDee Lamb dropped 4 balls that at Dak should be well over or close to 300 yards, in my opinion. And their O line actually looked pretty good. Granted, Jalen Carter did get ejected before the first play of the game. That definitely disrupted things and allowed probably Javonte Williams to have a much better game than he would have had he played. But like I said, I don't think you can hit the panic button on the Cowboys yet. I don't think this team's a contender by any means, but I think there were a lot of bright spots that you can take away, especially coming from a betting and a fantasy perspective with this offense. Having Dak and CeeDee, and like I said, George will get more adjusted to this offense as well. So all in all, I think Dak Prescott looked great, and like I said, I think they easily could have won this game and potentially should have won this game. Having watched it.
Isn't that always how he starts though? Looking good. I feel like he
Dude,
usually
Dak's a-
always.
Dak's a great-
I like Dak.
Dak's a
I mean,
great-
I don't dislike him, but isn't this always how it happens? I mean, he always
That
comes
was-
out
that was-
looking great, and then it always falls off towards the middle of the season.
That was Dak's legacy drive right there that CeeDee Lamb completely fucked. I mean, it's banner night in Philadelphia. You got the arch rival Dallas Cowboys coming into town, and he put on a show. Didn't show up on the box score, but he put on a good show. That last drive should have been his legacy drive to kind of step in front of the Philadelphia Eagles on their banner night and end it.
Hey, he spit
Dak
first,
was
though.
throwing absolute seeds. He was dotting this Philly team up. Jake Ferguson had a touchdown that landed right in the breadbasket, and he got killed on it by Reed Blankenship, to be fair. But still, one of those
That was a
catches you have to
hospital.
make.
Yeah.
But it was. But I mean,
It was a
dude, it was
hospital.
right in. It was. I mean, it was tucked. But yeah, I don't know. It was a good game. A lot of good.
Yeah, I touched base on this. We're gonna be talking about some of the bets that we had on each game for the slate. Tony, we talked about this earlier, so I'm not gonna talk too much about into this. Tony did bet Saquon's over. He is his bell cow. Saquon made a lot of money for Tony last year, so he rode with him. Unfortunately, Saquon had like what 60-something, 61, 60.
It's okay, my sweet prince. Get him next
And
time.
then
We'll be back next
Still
week.
my prince.
And then myself completely whipped on Dak Prescott's over in passing touchdowns. I think Javonte just completely vultured both of them.
Oh, that's exactly what it was.
The first drive of the game, CeeDee Lamb caught the ball down to the 2, and then they throw a goal line fade to him, that pass interference, and put it back on the 1, and then Javonte Williams just scores. And then
that
once
is
again, the Jake Ferguson hit his hands. Like it was there.
Speedy, there. It was there. But
It was there.
Yeah.
Dak Prescott played well, but
Yeah.
it happens. It happens in football. I started out 0-3, and then I brought it back to even on the week. So it happens.
That's not bad. That's not bad.
Not bad at
Average
all.
is never bad.
Resilient.
My
Yeah,
biggest
no.
thing is- I was just gonna say the Eagles' defense is not what it was last year. Number one
They
rush
lost
defense
players,
last
yeah.
year.
They were
All the guys they
losing their
lost,
best player
I
last
talked
night after
about
you
in the
spit on
last
him.
pod. Definitely taking effect. So it didn't help Saquon the fact that they just weren't passing the ball down the field to two of the best receivers in the game right now. So
What was it? Jahan Dotson had the biggest fucking play of the game
Yeah.
for the Philadelphia
Yeah.
Eagles
It's
offense.
pretty disgusting.
Yeah.
So the offense still looked good, but it just doesn't really help Saquon's rushing yards.
I mean, yeah.
How, just a quick note, how Adoree Jackson is rostered on an NFL team after what I saw CeeDee Lamb doing to him in this game is mind-boggling. And I get it's CeeDee Lamb, but man, Connor, I think, said it. I don't know where we were talking, but
Oh, man.
maybe Corey said it.
I
Our
said it.
Michigan
I said it to
football
Luke.
team could go out there and probably cover better than what was happening out there. But I'll rest my case on that.
Yeah, I was watching that game with my brother, and Adoree Jackson popped up, and my brother was like, "Who the fuck did Adoree Jackson play for last year?" And I pulled out the Titans out of my fucking ass, but I
Yeah.
had no fucking clue.
Yeah, no, it was a really competitive game. A couple quick stats before we move on. Dallas 307 total yards, Eagles 302. Dallas won the passing game 188 to 144. Eagles obviously run the rushing game 158 to 119 for the Cowboys, but Cowboys win the yards per play 5.5 to the Eagles 4.9. Yeah, I mean, just like we were all kind of saying, I'm kind of surprised by how well the Cowboys played. This is a hot take. I think the Parsons trade was the right move for them. I think they're pretty deep on the line, and they decided just to save the
Oh
money
yeah,
and
I was
take the
gonna say
picks.
one thing about it. Last week on the pod, we talked about how the Cowboys' rush defense is really bad, and I brought up the fact that the teams know this. Like the fact that we know it means the teams know it, and they're going to make adjustments too.
Brother, it wasn't good. They gave up 158 yards.
But
I
they
bet
stopped
that's bottom
Saquon.
7 in the league.
They stopped Saquon. Just because Jalen Hurts runs around doesn't mean that the Cowboys' rush defense did not play
that's
well.
great. You know, Hurts had 14 carries for
And
62 yards, 2 touchdowns.
another thing we forgot to mention is we forget that Miles Sanders fumbled the ball on the Eagles' 12-yard line when they were about to score. I mean, and then lightning delay happens, and then we don't see another point the rest of the game. So
We had
just the whole momentum
field goal.
entire second half.
Philly
Or 3
kicked a
points
field
on
goal.
it. Yeah, 3 points in the entire second half.
Yeah, weird game, but all in all, you know, I just think Eagles very beatable, Cowboys sneaky. That's my takeaway.
Over betters, I'm sorry.
Like that.
Yeah. Yep. Moving on to the Friday night game.
Alrighty, Chiefs at Chargers Friday night football in Sao Paulo, Brazil. Connor had to step out for a little bit, so I'm going to be taking you on the way. My name is Corey. I'll be your captain this evening.
Guide us, Corey. Guide us.
Guide us.
Big story of the night. Chargers beat the Kansas City Chiefs 27-21. Justin Herbert has a fantastic game, 25 for 34, 318 passing yards, 3 touchdowns. Take it away, Tony, Hunter, whatever you guys want to say.
Yeah, I'm sorry to Jake Buzzard. Hell has frozen over. Justin Herbert's season is here. The guy looked, if it wasn't Josh Allen on Sunday night and Lamar Jackson, this guy would have been the best quarterback who played this week. Looked absolutely amazing. The offense was cooking the entire game. It didn't matter who he was throwing to. They were all dots. And I'm sorry, Jake, that you had to watch that masterclass from Jay Herbo. Also, he looked really good on his legs, man. Like, I think he's really fast. Like, I think people forget last year he didn't run a lot because of the
foot injury.
Yeah, the foot injury. And this year, I expect him to run a lot more. So, probably going to be in the prop department. And I'm kind of a little bit hitting the panic button on the Chiefs right now. Throwing to Juju Smith-Schuster still. Not good. Worthy. Travis Kelce sent him to the Shadow Realm.
Yeah,
that was
not
fantastic.
Good. As a worthy owner, not great. And Hollywood Brown looked good, but I mean, there's just no one to throw to on this team. Patrick Mahomes, and that's about it. The run game didn't look great. The age of this team is starting to show. Spags tried his schemes. The defense didn't look great either. I'd be worried about the Chiefs in the West right now. I don't even know if they're the best team in the division.
I don't think they are. I think the Chargers are definitely the best team in the division.
And
I think we. Okay,
go ahead. Oh, I don't believe Xavier Worthy has a timetable to return either.
No,
pretty sure.
They said today dislocated his shoulder, obviously, and he's going in for testing. I believe either today or tomorrow to see if there's any minute injuries behind that, but no timetable as well. Big thing for me. I told these guys I really didn't get a chance to watch this game a whole lot, just due to some flight traveling plans that I had. The one thing, just checking the box score out and the highlights that I did see, looks like KC's run defense did okay, holding Amari Hampton to 15 for 48. The big takeaway is obviously with Jim Harbaugh. He obviously has always been a run-first coach. And I think he knows how good Herbert is, and I guarantee maybe changing that game plan around. But it seems like Amari Hampton is going to be the back to shine, even if Najee is fully healthy or whatever percentage he's at. So we'll see if maybe week one, if the Chiefs just had that good of run D, or if they try and play the long ball with Herbert, like I said, with Johnson, McConkey, and Allen. It's a pretty good 3 to be thrown to, especially with Keenan having chemistry, and obviously Ladd and the other guys. So, yeah, run game as a Pacheco owner for the Kansas City Chiefs is nightmare. I checked the box score after the game, and I almost threw up looking at my running back number 3. Patrick Mahomes, this team will not win many games if Patrick Mahomes is the leading rusher of this team, especially like Tony said, with the weapons that he is dealing with. Kelsey seems to have lost a step, and Hollywood and Juju are not going to be able to hold it down for that much longer. So we'll see what Patrick Mahomes is made of, though. I mean, he's best QB in the league up there, so we'll see.
Yeah, couple of points. One on both sides of the ball here. Chargers side, Quentin Johnston. Everybody left him out to die. And he showed up today. Or not today, on Friday. But what was his final line? 5 receptions, 79 yards, 2 touchdowns. Pretty solid from the kid. I don't think it'll last with him being one of the primary options on offense. It just was his game. And he's really good in South America. We'll see about in North America if he's really good. I expect Ladd to get a lot more targets than he did. He still had 6 receptions, but he's just so good. He's such a great route runner. Chiefs side of the ball, Hollywood Brown, 10 receptions. 10 receptions?
16 targets, Corey.
16 targets.
There's nobody else to throw to on the team.
Yeah,
There's
99 yards. And there will be nobody else to throw to because Juju is mediocre at best. Travis Kelce is 36. That's all I have to say.
He's on.
I am real quick though. I am very shocked with, and especially Corey. Shout out Aaron Burns. One of my favorite guys as a pass catching guy on FanDuel is a man by the name of Noah Gray, who can be utilized in this offense in a really good way. So seeing 1 target confuses me. Like I said, I actually do like KC when they do run these 2 tight end sets. They seem to work the middle of the field very well. So 5 targets combined with them, I expect that to be up next week. So on Thursday night, maybe if they offer the line, I might throw something in here because I guarantee Noah Gray should be a bigger part of this offense than it seems, even being a backup tight end in this scheme. But that's it for me.
Yeah, segueing from Kelsey to the bets for the week. Kelsey over 5.5 receptions from Luke is the worst bet of the night. I don't want to dog on him too much. He's not even here. But he shouted out all the Swifties and everything. He said, bet this line. It was plus 126, and he had 2 receptions.
2 receptions.
2 receptions.
4 targets.
However, shout out on the bright side to Joel and Connor. They hit the Chargers. Joel hit it for the money line.
I did.
Big.
Nice, Joel.
I was on
Connor.
it.
Good job, Joel.
I just had a feeling that they were definitely going to regress just without, Rashid being there. I thought Travis is definitely going to take a step back this year. And I just thought it was a simple bet. I think -3 was too little. Or
Too little, too late.
yeah.
Sometimes
what I'm
bet the simple bet.
Yep.
Well, we talked about Chargers Broncos for this AFC West is going to be awesome to watch. Oh, it's going to be so
I don't
much
think
fun.
the Chiefs are completely gone.
I don't think they're
I
dead,
don't either, but they compared to the other 2, they did not look
I mean,
up to
you
par.
still have the Mahomes spark. Like that fucking last drive where he's running out of bounds, getting tackled, and he lobs that fucking moon ball to Hollywood to complete it. That was Mahomes-esque. Nobody else can do that.
Mahomie.
And don't count the Raiders and Geno out. They didn't look that bad.
Them out.
They didn't look that bad. Jacoby Myers.
We'll get to that
baby.
game here in a minute.
You can put anybody around Geno. I'm not believing in Geno. I'm sorry.
I've got a lot to say in this game or in that game, but we'll get there.
Anyway, we're gonna move on from that game. What do we have next? We have Dolphins at Colts. We can go ahead and skip it, but let's get a couple thoughts in for this game.
Dolphins bad.
I would like to get a word
Absolute
here.
shitter. All right, let me break it down for you. 33-8, Colts rout the Miami Dolphins on the Jim Irsay Memorial Day. Daniel Jones, 22 of 29, 272 yards and a touchdown. Big story. Might be Daniel Jones, but I think a bigger story is Tua. 14 of 23, 114 yards, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions, and I believe he lost a fumble in that first quarter.
He did.
Pretty much nothing else to look for. Jonathan Taylor had a pretty mediocre day. Michael Pittman had a good day, but pretty much it was around Daniel Jones.
Donnie Mitchell, too, didn't do too bad.
No, and don't know if any of my faithful viewers, one, if you tell me congratulations, only people in the green this week. Awesome job. Give it up for yourselves. Give a clap for yourselves. Secondly, I said it on the pod last week. I was leaning Colts spread in this game. I think the Colts are a good team, all in all. I think the line leaves a little bit desired, but you have enough mobile with Daniel Jones. He only got sacked once, but he did get pressured 10 times. And then, granted, I would love to see another week of this defense, but from an offensive perspective wise, I loved everything the Colts did. We saw the Colts absolutely demolish this team with JT not even pretty much playing the entire second half of this football game. Um, Shout out Pittman. And my big star is going to be Tyler Warren. 9 targets, 7 receptions, 76 yards. Mostly all of this came in the first half of this game. Michael Pittman, after the game, said if they wanted to, they could have ran him up to 200 yards. You can play him anywhere on the entire field. I truly do believe that we may be looking at a Brock Bowers situation from last year. If you didn't know, the number one tight end in fantasy back-to-back years have been rookies and Brock Bowers and Sam Laporta. So I think maybe there's a potential to see it a third year in a row. And then, like I said, defense looked good. I think if you're the Dolphins, like I said, I think it might be time to sell. Tyreek came out today with allegations of domestic violence against his ex-wife. So we'll see what happens. Yeah, eight counts of it. And then, like I said, I think Connor talked about last week, but Jalen Waddle I don't know with this line and Tua, if you can just play these guys or bet your hard-earned money on them. I think Devon Achane is the only guy on this offense you should ever even touch, and that's just purely athletic ability that what he can do. And we saw that on his receiving touchdown, their lone touchdown. But yeah, I think Colts are the real deal. I think the Dolphins might be one of the worst teams in the NFL, but time will tell on that. We'll see.
I think it might be a little too early to say that the Colts are the real deal. They look good, but if the Dolphins are that bad, we'll see what they do against the Broncos next week.
I'm not a believer in the Colts whatsoever.
We'll see what they do against the Broncos.
I've been a Danny Dimes guy his whole career, though. I think New York was the problem, not him.
Not true. Little sneak peek into next week if you want my take. It'll come out on Thursday. However, I am going to very much put a lot of coin on who they play next week, the Denver Broncos. I think they're gonna make Daniel Jones look.
They make anybody look clueless.
The Stallion Classic.
The Broncos didn't look good on Sunday against the Titans. The Giants looked really good on Sunday against the Dolphins. It's pretty much reverse psychology here. Bet the Broncos. It'll
Colts
come out
look
on
good,
Thursday.
not the Giants. Colts look good, not the Giants.
Oh, did I say Giants? That's just Daniel Jones in my head. Colts look good. Sorry. Colts look good. Broncos didn't, but we're gonna bet the Broncos on Thursday. Little sneak preview onto Thursday. And going into the bets, there was only 2 bets, and they were both by Connor on this fucking game. Was fucking degenerate. He missed Waddle. He hit JT. Congratulations, even on the game. Let's move.
Yeah,
on.
JT.
JT over rushing. It was only set at 57.5.
Okay. That's not true. That's not true.
57
That's just simply not true. But
I'm looking at Waddle's line. My bad. He missed it then.
He lost it. It was like 70 something.
Okay. You're right. Sorry, I'm looking at Waddle's line.
0 for 2 on the game,
which you missed. Yes.
Move on.
0 for 2.
0 for 2. Sorry. Degenerate gambler. Dolphins, Colts. Who bets that? Anyway, moving on. We have what do we have? Steelers Jets. Wow, what a game!
Yeah, Corey, let's
Steelers 34, Jets 32. We are in MetLife Stadium. The return of Aaron Rodgers into MetLife and the return of Justin Fields against the Steelers. Aaron Rodgers is the big story here, as my humble opinion as a Steelers fan suggests. 22 of 30, 244 yards, 4 touchdowns, and honestly a great game script by Arthur Smith in this Pittsburgh Steelers offense. Steelers fan here. I'm not concerned about this defense. The Steelers historically do not play well against running quarterbacks, and Justin Fields played a fucking fantastic game. That it has to be said. He was throwing fucking lasers out there like he was back at OSU. 16 of 22, 218 yards, a touchdown. He had a pair of rushing touchdowns as well, along with Brees Hall running all over the Steelers defense. 19 carries, 107 yards. Boys, what do we think about this?
Yeah, I like how we said last week that this could be an absolute barn burner of a game. I think Connor was on the under.
Brant
We
Prophet.
all
No, it was-
said
Brant Prophet.
It was Hunter Brant, right? Is that what?
Oh,
it was?
there's a
Man,
couple-
man,
okay.
Brand.
Yeah.
Yeah, a couple of under guys that hurts, and it turned into an absolute exciting, a lot of points scored game. I didn't see that coming. It's weird how the NFL works sometimes, but yeah, defense is not too good, Corey, for the Steelers. I know you said that you're not worried. I actually am not really too worried either. Aaron Rodgers looked like he was 25 years old back at Green Bay. And then, yeah, Justin Fields looked good too. So, I mean, that's all I kind of really have to say about it. The only thing that killed me, I had a bet on Jalen Warren passing. Corey, what is up with Kenneth fucking Gainwell?
Hey,
What is up with that share? Like,
game script called. Honestly, game script called for it.
do
He's
we
the
think
better.
He's good?
He's the
No.
better receiving back.
Jalen Warren's the better receiving back. I think that's
I
absurd. He's getting.
I think they're pretty balanced, but they brought Kenneth Gainwell for those long drive reception drives. Like, they were pretty much playing down the entire game.
It's wild how much timeshare he got. Did not expect that at all. But yeah, that's
Jalen Warren reminds me of old Dougie Martin, the muscle hamster. Like, he's just a smaller guy that fucking runs really hard. And he's going to have games. Jalen Warren will have games where he does really well, but he's going to have games like this. He did squeak out a touchdown, which kind of saved him on the day. But 11 carries, 37 yards, it's not getting it done.
My big takeaway from this, first off, text from a viewer, shout out Bryce Fornshell and the Fornshell gang, Steelers fans, walking away with a win. Thank you for listening. Thank you for your likes, comments, subscribes. My big takeaway outside, yeah, Aaron Rodgers is the shining spotlight. But you want to talk about a guy that Daniel Jones just given up. I think everybody's kind of just given up on Fields, and I think he had a big chip on his shoulder and a lot to prove. And like Corey said, I think he looked great. QB rating of 119.1, throwing lasers out there. And the big thing is, at least me going into this season, I didn't know what Breece Hall and Braylon Allen were going to look like. I knew Breece Hall's had his seasons, but last year we saw Braylon Allen start coming in more and more. And he did get 6 rushes, but the efficiency just wasn't there with only 9 yards, 1.5 average per run. Breece Hall 19 for 107 and 2 catches for 38 yards. I think with the combo of those two in the backfield of Breece Hall and Justin Fields being able to run and diversify this offense, if Fields can continue throwing the ball the way he does, I'm not going to say like we should all be worried about the Jets. I'm not saying that at all, but I don't think this is just a team that you're going to be able to stop. I think Aaron Glenn is too good of a defensive-minded coach to allow probably 34 points to be dropped on his head again. Who knows? Like I said, it is week 1. But I would just think that the Jets are going to be a hell of a lot better than I, at least, put them in my power rankings to start the season. Along with the Steelers, who knows? Like you said, Aaron Rodgers looked like he was 25 out there. But overall, awful call on me. If I see an under game in the Steelers, I'm not betting it for a while. I just need to see more. I need to see more evidence here. But great
That
game.
was a trap bet of the week. It was,
Corey called it. Corey said it.
I did say it. This
Yep.
was one of my few predictions that went. I hit the nail on the head. It's a trap game. Betting the under in that game. It just, you never know what's going to happen week 1 with the Steelers. And as Steelers fans, if you guys are watching, when in the past 5 years have we seen an offense score 34 points?
probably gonna be the only one of the season.
It's really nice to see. It honestly is really nice to see. Breaking news. It might not be breaking when this pod comes out because it's going to come out on Wednesday. It happened on Tuesday. Jabril Peppers signs with the Pittsburgh Steelers. I think this is a perfect fit for him. I think he honestly, like, it spells out Steelers on his jersey. Plays hard. Is going to love Mike Tomlin on that defense. However, bad thing here, I think Deshaun Elliott is going to be sidelined for a long time. Maybe not the full season, but a good amount of weeks with that knee injury. We'll have more information as it comes. But Jabril Peppers is a little spark that
he's a stud.
We may need.
such a bad cut by the Patriots. But keep going. Sorry. Go ahead.
Now I'm pretty much done with it. Go Steelers. Atop the AFC North. Not really. Bengals won a divisional game, but good to be a Steelers fan right now. The Ravens lost, the Steelers win. Every Steelers fans know that that's fantastic. Moving on, Panthers Jaguars. This game had a lot of promise, and then the rain delay happened, and then I think everybody forgot about it. I don't even know where to start here. This game was weird. Trevor Lawrence didn't look good. Bryce Young didn't look good. Somehow Jacksonville squeaked out 26 points, and they got the 16-point win over Carolina. Lawrence final stat line, 19 of 31, 178 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Bryce Young, 18 to 35, 154, 1 touchdown, 2 interception. Turnover game here. What do you guys got?
Ugly game.
Yeah,
Go ahead, D. Go ahead, D.
Bryce Young, what's going on, man? You
Damn
were an
right.
absolute stud at the end of the last season. This season, I think Panthers fans had hope for you. Then you turned the ball over 3 times, 1 fumble, 2 interceptions. Didn't look great at all. Panic button for this team, in my opinion. Could be a team that I don't know how you blow it up any more than they already did because they're kind of already trying to rebuild. But how many more games do you give Bryce Young to start? I don't know. Depends on next game. I guess it's only 1 game, but man, that was ugly.
Who?
Jaguars side of the ball, not too. You got something, Corey?
Who's the backup on that depth chart? I'm looking it up.
Is it still
I think
Andy
it's
Dalton?
It's still Andy. Yeah.
Give me the red rifle in a game for 300, please.
All right, go ahead, Tony. Go ahead.
Jaguars side of the ball, Luke's gonna hate this. I don't really care though. I'm not worried about Trevor Lawrence. I think the Bengals Jaguars game this week is gonna be a good one. A lot of offense there. I know he looked bad, guys, but he was injured for a majority of last season. It's one of his first games back. I'm not hitting the panic button there. Bigsby's gone. ETN looked great. Yeah, I'm not worried about it. Cohen, I think, called a great game, to be honest with you. And, yeah, it's against the Panthers' bad defense, but not worried. I think the Jaguars are still good.
Before I get into all the bets and everything that we had on this game, I'm going to take a quick cut because I know Connor's going to come back, and I know he has a lot of opinions on this game, considering he's a big BTJ fan. So be right back. All right, welcome back, Connor, on a quick hiatus there. Jaguars Panthers game. I know you have a lot to talk about, especially with Brian Thomas Jr. So
yeah.
take it away.
Unfortunately, I don't have a lot to talk about. It's quick and sweet, really. My sweet prince, my absolute Batman in shining armor, Brian Thomas Jr. is getting absolutely cucked and held back by Trevor Lawrence. Lawrence was 19 for 31, buck 78, 1 pick, 1 touchdown. I mean, him and Caleb Williams are on a fast track to a fucking carnival ride to the, Canadian League. It's overthrow after fucking overthrow, missed read after missed fucking read. Thomas goes 1 rush for 9 yards and a touchdown, the end around play, and then a 1 for 11 on 7 fucking targets. I mean, he's wide open. It's I think it's second quarter there, 5 or something minutes. It don't fucking matter. Wide open on a 15-yard corner. 30 yards above his fucking head that ball goes. It's him and the ref. I mean, I don't know if anybody else has touched on this because of, bad connection. But, god damn. I mean, that boy need to throw the fucking pigskin a little better. I see all these clips on Twitter, man. I'm like, God, it's about to be a crazy year. Trevor Lawrence, he got the new helmet. The new helmet swag. He needs to go back to the fucking
He looked good
shut.
in that. He looked good
He
in
needs
the
a
new
shut.
helmet.
He plays like he needs a shut bucket. The dude is fucking trash. That's all I got to fucking say. Get me out of this game.
You can go ahead and take us into the next one.
No, just keep on going, Corey.
Alrighty. What do we got next? Cardinals, Saints, not much to talk about in this game. Cardinals win by 7 points, 20-13. Kyler Murray, 21-29, 163 passing yards, 2 total touchdowns. Spencer Rattler threw the ball 46 times in this game. 214 total yards. I believe
Tell
I
him
saw
more.
this. I saw this earlier. Didn't Chris Olave get like, what was it, 13 targets, something like that?
It was a
Yeah.
lot.
16 targets.
It was a lot.
16 targets, I believe. 15 or 16 targets.
13.
13? Was it 13? Okay.
13. Yeah.
I was right. Juwan Johnson, however, reception leader for the Saints. This game, like, if you had it on Sunday and you were watching all the different games, this was probably the one you watched the least of. You probably watched this less on your TV than you watched the Jaguars-Carolina Panthers game when they were in a rain delay. There wasn't much going on in this game. Marvin Harrison Jr. did have a receiving touchdown, though. Good for him.
Are you still on your hater bet on the Saints till week 11?
Oh, yes.
Are you still on that? Because it was closer than it probably should have been.
I was expecting this game to be pretty close because I still don't think the Cardinals are that good. So we turned $50 into, I think it was minus 260. So math, 60 like $4, something like that. 50 into 64. The 64
You
will
won
get carried on.
$15. Congrats, bro. You're a
that's
fucking shark.
that's why we carry it over.
Man.
That's why we carry it over. We're gonna win big
That
money.
juice is eating you alive.
It's gonna eat it, but that's what a carryover does. And if we lose, we only lose one unit. So tune in on the Thursday pod for my opinion on this 49ers game. Even if Brock Purdy doesn't go, I'm probably still gonna ride the $64 bet. But especially if Brock Purdy goes. It's just a left shoulder injury. It's not even his throwing arm, so he should play. However, we're on the Cardinals Saints game. So boys, what do we think?
Couple quick things here. I'll go over a couple team stats. This box score is a little misleading till you get to 1 point. Saints 315 total yards of offense to the Cardinals 276. So they actually outgained the Cardinals on a lower time of possession. Saints only 26 minutes with the ball to the Cardinals 33. Cardinals 4.5 yards per play to the Saints 4.6. The big thing I see that sticks out, Cardinals 9 penalties to the Saints 13. This was the penalty bowl. 22 total fucking penalties. Cardinals also allowed 5 sacks to the Saints 1, which is sort of surprising. Both teams pretty much the same. 19 for Cardinals first down to Saints 21st. They were both the same on third down, really. Cardinals were 6 for 13. Saints were 5 for 14. I really don't think these two teams are too far off. It looked. Now, this is from looking at the box score. I know we all watched the game, but Corey, I don't think these Saints are that bad. I mean, this box score is close.
Oh, I
think
think
they
you're
are
bad.
You can't get me on the Spencer Rattler train.
That's where you lose me as well. Yeah, I can't get on that train either. That's a one-way train.
What?
You guys remember Back to the Future where that train runs off the tracks? That's what this reminds me of. This is, the train going off the fucking tracks. It's Spencer Rattler.
If they play in a game where it's like a blizzard game or something like that and neither team can pass and they're all just running around the field, maybe you can get me on the Saints, but right now I don't believe whatsoever.
I think something else that pops out to me too, and I know Fencer probably might know this, but Trey Benson, 8 carries, 69 yards, 8.6 yards per carry to JC's.
Well, I had a 50.
12 for 39, 3.2 yards per carry.
I've been saying it. James Conner's old, but he did. Trey Benson had that 1 year carry that went like
big
5 yards or something.
Right, but still, just some food for thought there. But yeah, I just look at this box score, and I remember watching the game. Saints had an opportunity to put that in OT. I mean, it wasn't like a blowout by any means. And Cardinals allowed 5 sacks. 5 fucking sacks. Who's on the fucking D line besides Cameron Jordan? And he's 80 years old.
They have the fucking one Granderson. He's a good player, right? Is that?
I mean, I
don't know.
This is a little.
Yeah,
I think my big takeaway from this game is just not so high on the Cardinals. I think they're exactly where they need to be. They're probably going to be 7-9, 7-10, 8-9. I would be shocked if they went 500. Is where I'm at with the Cardinals.
Yeah. Going to the bets, I'd say the bet of the game here, sharp play, honestly. I don't really associate Luke with sharp too often, but Chris Olave over 49.5 receiving yards. He smacked that for 2 units. Good on him. So congrats to Luke, who's not here.
Yeah, bum.
Get your Z's, buddy.
Yeah, bum. couldn't make it. He got stuck in the McDonald's Happy Meal line, so they forgot his toy. Circle back.
All right, moving on. Giants at Washington Commanders. This is kind of the Jaden Daniels prove it year, and I don't really think he proved it in this game.
He did not.
But he did.
Both teams weren't looking fantastic. I know the Giants have a really good defense, but I expect more from this Commanders hype train that's going into the 2025-2026 season. Jaden Daniels, 19 of 30, 233 yards with a touchdown. Russell Wilson, I don't understand how he still has a job. Why are teams taking chances on him? 17 of 37, 37 attempts, 17 completions, 168 yards. He was the rushing leader, believe it or not. Russell Wilson, rushing leader.
That's bad.
44
Yeah,
rushing
That's
yards.
bad.
Yikes.
Unbelievable. Other than that, some things that stick out to me. Deebo Samuel had 7 receptions, 77 yards. Not fat? Question mark?
He missed Terry on that 75-yard deep ball by like a hair. That was
stupid.
a walk-in touchdown.
So dumb. And then the big story, God, I'm going to get ahead of this because it's a fucking elephant in the room. Corey Krosky Merritt, 10 carries, 82 yards. Chris Rodriguez out with a healthy scratch. That was my will play, the Chris Rodriguez thing.
I'm not going to lie.
Bill
I
out
forgot
the
about
window.
that. Thanks for reminding me.
Window.
Bill,
However,
I see
if
Bill
you guys
crawling back in. I see him crawling back in through the window.
I'm getting ahead of this. Let me talk.
Corey decided, since he was marked a healthy and active, that it wasn't a loss.
How is it not a
I
loss?
vote it should be. We should put in the Instagram and TikTok.
So I should lose
That should not be a loss.
I should lose 3 units
Yeah.
because he didn't play.
Yeah.
You shouted your best play as a healthy scratch.
It doesn't matter. At the time,
it's fucking embarrassing, is what it is. You're ruining the good
what's
name of this FanDuel sponsored podcast.
Fucking 40 units last year.
Allegedly
down
sponsored.
Fucking 6 units after week 1 this year. That's what's embarrassing. Let's talk about Chris Rodriguez. Last week on Tuesday, he was projected to be. This is from outside sources. It's not fucking from the team. I know that. Blah 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 blah. Projected to get some burn in the game, and I like Chris Rodriguez. I watched him a lot last year, and I think he's a good running back. So that's why I did it. My hand up. He didn't play, so I didn't lose you guys units. I didn't win units. My will play took a week off. Honestly, stick with the whale play because I was so fucking good last year on the whale plays that I won you guys a lot of money with it. Commanders game, I'm done talking. You guys take over.
I will say I apologize for my overbet in this game. I was expecting Wilson to be better than he was. That dude sucks. Where's Jackson Dart? Please bring him in. Save Malik Neighbors from Wilson, please. Please.
I like it.
Shout out.
I think that's sharp.
Shout out my boy Jackson Dart. He was the drippiest player on the field that never took a snap, came out with his full diamond chain, and he looked incredible in the part of backup QB. Alex Moran vibes. He's giving that.
Yep, you stole the words out of my fucking mouth.
He's giving Alex Moran vibe. And shout out again, Cam Scatabo. He didn't really do much this game, but damn it, does that boy love football. He was head hunting out there for blocks. He's going to have CTE by year 3, and I'm here for it. I love it. On a real note, though, we're seeing the rise of Ja'Cory Croskett Merritt in front of our eyes here, especially on the rushing segment. Austin Eckler still got some burn with 6 for 26 on the ground and then 3 targets in the air. But Bill will be more than likely, it looks like, more their lead rusher. And obviously, Jaden Daniels with a pretty good rushing game, 1168, which we'll talk more about on that Thursday night game, it seems like. But if you're New York, just throwing this out on the pod, when is the time that Dayball says, okay, we need to change something up if Russell Wilson continues the path that he's been on for the past 3 years?
Week 3.
Probably never.
I say you give him 2 more weeks, and if it's this bad again, I say week 4, you see Jackson Dart suiting up at the 1 spot.
I fear it may not even be Dayball's decision. I think it might be upper management, depending on how the fans react here. I think it's going to be one of those situations where you're going to get a lot of booing and a lot of negative comments here if we keep this trend up. But
Yeah, and a lot of
not much from this game.
and a lot of these teams that draft quarterbacks round one with seasoned veterans, thinking that they're going to teach them something. I think it works out a lot. But in this case with Russell Wilson, he has nothing to show anymore. I don't think
He's giving them good tips though.
I mean, I'm sure the tips in practice are great, and he's showing them how not to play in a Sunday game. That's what he's showing them. He's showing them not what to do, and I guess he might be taking pointers that way. But I think they need to really think about how they want the season to go out, and if they want a different finish to the season or new scenario, I think you definitely got to get him out of there and give Jackson Dart, the young guy, the hand, and see what he does.
I just think Jake Daniels is fine. It's week 1 of the season. Those overthrows will be, but that Terry McLaurin come week 6, that ball's right in the pocket probably. So it's
I'm not worried. I'm not worried about
Commanders will be fine
at all.
Do we talk about Cam Scatterbo?
Absolutely, I did.
You did? Did you talk about how he's fucking dog shit at?
I said he loves football. He's not doing much out there, but damn it, he's gonna go out.
All of our boys know that I think Cam Scatterbo is the worst player in the NFL. He's fucking trash.
Worse than Lamar?
Was overhyped because of the ASU fucking playoff run. 2 carries, -3 yards. I will say, the one funny thing, he got that reception and then he completely lowered his head CTE style into 2 linebackers in the middle of the field there.
He dropped one of them.
Dude's gonna have CTE in half a year.
I said year 3.
Hunter said 3.
So, I give him credit.
Right.
He loves the game.
Quick note before we move on. I'm a Jackson Dart guy. Did you by chance see his pregame attire and what he wore on the sideline?
He was swagged out.
Dripped out.
He looked great. He
looked incredible.
And Russ Wilson looks like a fucking nerd out there. God, I fucking hate him. Oh, man. Let's move on. Fuck this game.
Couple things before we move on here. You guys are talking about how bad the Commanders played, but, I mean, this box score is phenomenal. They were 432 total yards, 212 in the air, 220 on the ground, 6.6 yards per play to the Giants' measly 231 total yards to a 3.7 yard per play game. The thing that's interesting, no turnovers in this game. Time of possession was identical, 30 to 30 minutes. Commanders 12 penalties to the Giants 6, so they doubled them. Burns had the 2 sacks on the Commanders. There was +1. I don't know who the third one was. And Giants only allowed 2. Both were terrible on third down. Giants were 4 for 16 to the Commanders 4 for 11. I think the writing on the wall is very clear here. The Commanders are a very superior team to the Giants offensively. Don't know if I would say defensively, but offensively, I mean, they were very explosive. You could quietly say twice as explosive. I mean, I think the Commanders are fine. I think this is a huge overreact by you guys. I think these numbers are the best numbers of the week so far through the 6 or 5 games we've been through. 6.6 yards per play.
I said they were fine.
I
said Jane Daniels just has to settle in for the
I'm standing by my guns. I'm standing by my guns. I like Jaden Daniels. Don't get me wrong. I think he regresses a little bit from last year. Of course, I mean, he made it to the NFC Championship last year. I just think he regresses a bit. I think there's going to be more film out there on him. Defenses are going to adjust to him, but he's still a great quarterback.
I mean, he's a running quarterback. It's hard to adjust to those guys who run 4.4s and
I
the ball
completely
pretty well.
agree. I'm not saying he's going to regress into a bottom. I still think he's a top 10 guy, but I don't think he's anywhere close to top 5 that some people are putting him into.
Sure. Yeah, I'm with that.
Yeah.
I'm with that. Yeah, I just think my big takeaway is Giants bad. Until Dart gets the nod, it's very obvious that Russ is holding this offense back at 3.7 yards per play. The second Dart comes in, I'm betting the Giants. I mean, it is what it is. And no, I mean serious, because the explosiveness of the offense is going to go up. They're going to be a higher yards per play offense, and the defense is obviously pretty good. I mean, as far as the third down efficiency for the Commanders, it was a tough day. They were 4 for 11. It was not great. The yards per play is great because they're an explosive offense. But, that's why it was 21-6. I mean, Giants had a lot of opportunities to get back into this football game because of their defense. I mean, to answer your question, Hunt, to circle back, I think Dart gets the nod sooner rather than later honestly.
I
Unless
agree with
Russ
that.
can come out and do something, I just don't know how you can continue it with these numbers.
Russ
thing
is
is,
almost in a must-win situation here coming up pretty
I
just think
damn
so.
soon.
Russ could get wins with Pittsburgh because it's Pittsburgh. That's what they do. They rely on
Facts.
defense, and they just win games under Mike Tomlin. The Giants
Facts.
don't win games, especially not with Russell fucking Wilson.
Well, they put a stat up. I mean, Dayball hasn't won well, no, he won that one home opener. I remember that one year, but they haven't won a home or an opener game. Like their first 3 games, it was like a crazy stat. It was like, what was it, like 5-70 or something ridiculous. It was like laughable. I was like, fuck, I wish I'd have fucking known that.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's it was
Too much time on this game.
Yeah,
way
too much time.
on that game.
Shitter game.
Yeah, let's get to this banger of a game.
Yeah, good game. Definitely a good game. Buccaneers at Falcons in Mercedes-Benz. 23-20 going the way of the Buccaneers on a last-second field goal missed by Younghoe Koo. Good game here. I like this game as, I don't know, just a bunch of fucking shit going on. Bijan Robinson on the first drive, right?
First time he touched the ball.
Was it first play?
No, on the first play.
It was the first time he touched the ball.
What was it, like a 60-yard reception?
50-yard screen, I think.
Yeah, fucking going to the house. He was the receiving leader for the Falcons, 6 receptions, 100 yards, followed by Kyle Pitts, my boy. He had 7 receptions on the day for 59 yards. Are we seeing the resurgence of Kyle Pitts in the Falcons offense? We will see. Penix had a good game, though. That rushing touchdown on that last drive where he kind of dove into the end zone, keeping the knee up.
They were moving the ball.
That was sick.
Yeah, he looked good.
And then Baker.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I think going back to do you want me to go, Con? I think going back to Connor's point, just usually what Connor does here, just looking at the box score, the Atlanta Falcons dominated this game.
You took the words out of my mouth. I think the Falcons threw this game. I think they
absolutely,
did. I mean,
absolutely they did.
The watching the game told the same story. I didn't know, it was this bad. I mean, they gained 100 more extra yards of offense. I mean, and they won time possession hunt by 10 minutes.
I think
no turnovers either, Todd.
Really going back to it, and this is maybe how I feel, but I've obviously, especially last year, I watched a lot of Baker Mayfield games. He reminds me, if what Corey was talking about, a Mike Tomlin guy. I've watched the Bucs win games last year that they shouldn't have won. I just think that Baker puts the team in positions to where they're able to win. I don't think this defense on Tampa Bay is anything stellar, and I don't think it has been since the Super Bowl versus the Chiefs. But like I said, to your point, I was a huge Penix doubter coming out of the draft, and he has done nothing but put my foot in my mouth. He looks fantastic. And to be fair, the Falcons they did all this with the yards, time of possession, without having any run game whatsoever. There was nothing. No, Baker Mayfield led with 39. Tyler Algier led with 24 yards, which, don't get me wrong, Bijan did his work in the receiving end with 100 receiving yards. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think that if Tampa's winning games like this, I think it's going to set the tone for that division. And like I said, they still are my favorite to win that NFC South division. And we'll see, though. Like I said, the second game between these two is going to be a fun one to watch. But yeah, I would consider Todd Bowles and the Buccaneers very lucky to walk away with a win in this game.
Yeah, and just one note, Baker, I don't know if I want to jump on the Baker train fully because I still don't think he can win playoff games and all that, but he's a motherfucking clutch freak.
He's awesome.
He's so clutch. I just love watching him in the fourth quarter. That 25, 30-yard pass to Mika Ibuka in the middle of the end zone to score his second touchdown of the game was fantastic. And honestly, I thought Mika Ibuka was going to take a little bit of time for him to kind of get adjusted into the NFL. Nope.
Mention my bet, Corey.
Coming out firing. Oh, yeah, let's go over.
Is it a Mika or a Mecca?
A Mecca. Doesn't matter.
I'm just making sure. Don't disrespect the name. It's a Mecca Ibuka. Strong-ass name.
OSU scum.
Strong-ass name.
UC.
Yeah, Hunter had his over in receiving yards. And what'd you have? Just a unit on it? But very nice hit. Very nice hit. What? Did he barely hit that?
He hit it with the 30-yard touchdown to win the game.
Yeah, he hit it by like 8 yards. That's awesome.
Yep.
Awesome. Anybody else bet in that game? Let's see. Connor had the
I had
Falcons.
the Falcons.
That's
Yeah, I
tough,
was.
yeah.
I was on the right side, guys. I mean, look, you got to trust your gut here. Falcons split this series easy. I think I'm against Hunter. I'm more on the. I like the Falcons. I think their defense has really improved. Is what I take away from that game. Last year that was a 30-40 fucking game. So I think Falcons defense has really improved. I think Raheem Morris is starting to dial it in a little bit over there, and it shows. I mean, they got unlucky. It just didn't go their way. Sometimes that happens in this great game that we call football. But Falcons are gonna be all right. They're gonna bounce back. They're gonna be a really good team this year.
Anything?
Anybody
Tony?
else?
Nope. I'm excited for this one though.
This is the game.
Yeah,
I need to come in hot on this one.
this is the game.
Then throw it to me after then.
No, I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna throw it to you because I'm gonna lay some facts.
Quick
You're not gonna like it.
overview.
You're not gonna like it.
Bengals at the Brownies. 17-16 in the fucking shit throwing contest of the fucking week. Joe Burrow, 14 of 23, 113 yards and touchdown. Pretty dog shit for quarterback of Joe Burrow's tier. Joe Flacco, I mean, he slung that fucking thing around. The 2 interceptions were not his fault, in my opinion. He did have the one throwing touchdown. Dylan Sampson had a good game, not on the ground, but through the air. And then there's not much to talk about on the Bengals offensive side of the ball. I'll talk about the
Let me
defense,
help
but
you
I
out.
want you guys to talk about it.
Let me help you out here. This is probably the most laughable box score of the fucking week. Bengals 141 total yards of offense to the Browns 327. I mean, 2.9 yards per play. That's worse than the fucking Giants. You were worse than the fucking Giants Sunday, okay? To the Browns 4.6. Browns doubled your first downs, 11 to 22. The Cleveland fucking Browns doubled you in first downs. You were, oh my God.
I got one stat that ties
This
into
is killing me. They lost 10 minutes time of possession. I mean, the only other thing I'm going to say about this game is the Browns need Quinshon Judkins. Sampson was 2.4 yards per carry. Jerome Ford was 1.3. Raheem Sanders was 1 yard a carry. I mean, they need Quinshon Judkins to come play football. I mean, if the Browns had Judkins, this game would have been a murder. And I quote, murder. He would have averaged more than 2.4 yards per carry. I promise you that. The Bengals should feel blessed. They're in trouble. Panic alarms are sounding because they can't block a fucking ghost. They can't. And Chase Brown, the guy Corey drafted first overall, 21 carries, 43 yards, 2 yards a carry
on that first
2
drive.
yards. 2 yards.
Okay, let me take over here.
Okay. The Chase Brown panic. Let's not panic about the Chase Brown because the entire offense looked really fun.
Yeah.
So if you're panicking on Chase Brown, you're gonna panic on T. Higgins and Jamar Chase and everybody else on the fucking
Look
offense.
at Big Mustard leaving.
It's the Bengals offense. It's not gonna you're not panicking over the Bengals offense. Anyway, one stat, Joel, I'm gonna kick it to you. Just something to think about if you guys haven't heard this yet. The Cincinnati Bengals had 7 total yards in the second half of this game. That is the least amount of yards in a winning effort in the past century.
Century. Is that Super Bowl era or all time? It might be era of all time.
The first Super Bowl was in 1966. So the past century, then yes, it would be in the Super Bowl.
We're talking about date triangles.
Yeah. So the past century, 7 total yards in the second half, the least by a winning team in the second half in the past century. Joel?
Okay, so notoriously, the Bengals start out slow. I mean, you can have a tractor that goes up to 8 gears. We start off in neutral every single year. I mean, we're not even in gear yet. And I'm not that worried yet, but the bells they're not ringing. They're singing a little bit. They're not fully ringing yet. I think that this team can be good, but there's a lot that we have to work on. I think that Mims played great. I think in the first drive when Patrick what's his name? I'm losing it. Our right guard. No, our right guard went down. Our right guard went down.
Patrick. And then they brought in brought in Reisner.
Reisner, yes. And I thought,
is his name?
I'm not sure. It doesn't matter. I was hoping. I wasn't hoping for a guy to go down for him to see the field, but I'm glad that he's in there now, working in with the ones. And I think that Patrick Fairchild is the other one. I think he played pretty decently for his first start. I think Orlando Brown did not do well against Myles Garrett, but it's Myles Garrett, so what are we gonna do there? It's week 1. I think
got fucked on that one play.
Yeah, he did.
Absolutely fucking cremated.
I think Chase Brown will be fine. I think there's no worry there at all. And I like Jamar said, the best corner he's ever played is Denzel Ward, and I think that Denzel Ward did a decent job against him. Of course he did.
I'd say so.
You think? But he only had 2 fucking catches.
We had 113 passing yards total. Anyway, let's move off the offense.
Don't be so fucking modest, you fucking cock.
Let's move on.
He absolutely clamped him.
Let's move
Put
off.
him in the cradle.
Let's move off the offense. I think.
Yeah, you probably should. It's not good.
All right. Anyway, I think a win in this league is still a win. It might not be pretty, but we still won week 1 in the last
Pretty.
You're
like the 2 sitting
in our last 6 years. We are 1-11 in the first 2 weeks. So to get a win in week 1, it's great. I think Shamar Stewart showed good skills. I think Shamar Stewart played very well for where he was. I think where we really should be worried about is CTB. Where Hunter was saying in the Dallas game against on the Eagles team against CD Adonai Mitchell, or what is his name? Give it to me real quick.
Adoree Jackson.
Adoree Jackson. You said Adoree Jackson's the worst corner. CTB is buns. He was getting beat by tight ends. I mean, it was awful. That guy got beat on every single crossing route of all time.
CTB will have a great game next year. Like, oh, he's so back.
I will not say that. I will not say that.
CTB
CTB was good for 1 season, and he has been lackluster or worse than lackluster since then. I have no confidence in him at all. And also, hold on. And you going on Joe Flacco's interceptions, you are right. Those weren't his fault. Those were his wide receiver's fault. I mean, we got lucky. We got bailed out of this game. Bailed.
This could have been ugly.
Bailed out of this game.
Say something about this. This is bad.
I'm not really worried about the Bengals, to be honest with you.
I'm not either.
It's a division game. You know, Browns play the Bengals really well.
Bad.
Browns defense has always been pretty decent. They fought hard, so not worry about it.
Joel bringing up CTB. When I was looking at PFF earlier today, and one thing that caught my eye was CTB. 42.3 run defense grade, 36.3.
It was the worst. It was the worst, right?
That ranks 106 out of 113 qualifying corners, and CTB is the number 1 corner on the team.
It's not good.
He had 1 tackle, and I believe the tackle was him like tossing somebody out of bounds. I believe that was his 1 tackle.
It's not good. I'm worried.
And then let me shout out Luke here because I heard his opinion on it earlier, but I'm going to say it for him. He said, the Bengals last year do not win this game. So the fact that they won it this year means that the Bengals are good. That's pretty much in the realm of his thought process.
Sounds like a Bengals fan.
His stupid peanut brain. But I'll say that for him.
Let's see it.
I got a couple.
Oh, let's go Hunt.
Go ahead, Tony. So.
Let's go Hunt.
2 things. We are a betting podcast, so I'm going to get to some key points we should take away from this. 1, granted Cleveland Browns played a really, really bad defense. Guarantee that. 3 guys we should be looking at: Dylan Sampson's receiving totals, Cedric Tillman's receiving totals, and Harold Fannin. And Harold Fannin to me is the most intriguing. Snap share percentage wise, as tight end 1, he was out there 6 snaps. As 2 tight end sets, he was out there 100% of the time. 3 tight end sets, he was out there 100% of the time. 6-7. And really, another And another one of those guys that reminds me a lot of Tyler Warren. If you watch Harold Fannin in Bowling Green in college, I believe he was the best tight end in the nation, stat-wise, granted playing in the MAC. But you can line this guy pretty much wherever on the field, and he's going to get production. Going to the Bengals side, we will absolutely not slow down on betting Bengals. I'm not worried for T. I'm not worried about Jamar. I'm not worried about Chase Brown. I'm not worried about Burrow. One game doesn't define it. We know what this team was scoring. I think in the final 10 weeks last year, I think they averaged almost 32 points per game. Zach Taylor, in my opinion, is an elite play caller still. Yes, he makes some questionable decisions, but when it comes to the actual play call sheet, he is a very, very good coach. So, yeah, what Corey said, I do think the Bengals are lucky to escape this with a win, but I think this is probably, they're going to look back on this and be like, okay, let's use this as fuel. They're going to come up with it. This is a game they should not have won, and they haven't won in the past couple of years. So there probably is a little bit of relief there. So expect a huge bounce back, like Tony said, this next week versus the Jags. I think it's going to be a very high scoring game. And like I said, we're going to be looking at a lot of props. So.
See, I feel like it's the exact opposite. It's not going to be high scoring. The Jags Trevor Lawrence fucking blows cock. He can't throw a fucking pigskin 10 yards. And the Bengals are averaging 2.9 yards a play. What are we talking about?
It's one game.
Take the under then.
What the fuck's the total?
Take the under. Anyway,
we'll get to that Thursday.
While you look that up, I've asked a lot of Bengals fans around here because we do live in the area. Are you worried about this offense? I asked all the Bengals fans around me, and they said no. That's my exact opinion on the Steelers' defense. I'm not worried about the Steelers' defense. They shouldn't be worried about the Bengals' offense because everything's going to align. Everything's going to come back to the median. Zach Taylor, that offense averaged the most points by team in the NFL last year. Everything is going to come
last year.
Everything is going to come back to the median. It's the same offense. It's the same head coach. He's still calling the fucking plays. It doesn't matter. They might not have the most points scored this year as an offense, but it won't be super bad like it was this week.
Shout out Joe Flacco.
Tier T.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tier T.
Yeah, they thought Flacco couldn't deal anymore, boys. They were on the pod last week. Flacco can't deal. Flacco fucks, man. That dude pounds fucking.
He rips it
in the bed. He fucks. All right.
Hey, hand up. I thought the Bengals were gonna roll.
Hand up here too. I thought the same thing. Still
all those Survivor guys out there were
Still
pissing
won.
Their fucking britches.
Still won.
I don't got nothing in. That's.
Anyway, moving on from the Bengals, Las Vegas Raiders. Hunter, I know you love this game. At the New England Patriots, going to Gillette, the Lighthouse. Geno Smith puts on a show. 24 of 34, 362 big ones, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Drake May, 30 of 46, playing down basically the entire game, especially in the second half. 287 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. I don't believe, was the interception his? Oh, it was. He overthrew, I think, Booty. Anyway, Hunter, I'm going to give you the floor on this one because I know you have a lot to talk about.
Yeah, shout out my Pats, man. Probably the most exciting season start, at least just from a fan's perspective, we've had since 2018. And really, really just outright disappointing. I'll talk about the positives before I get into a couple negatives that I noticed. Positives, Drake May's awesome. If you watched, our line is still just shit. And it sucks. And I'll get into positives, I guess. The one bright side, two bright sides I have other than Drake May just being obviously the guy, and I don't think there's any question about that, but I see a lot of you Twitter fingers dogging Drake May when I don't think this is necessarily all on him. Kayshon Boutte is our clear wide receiver 1. Everybody thought it was going to be Stephon Diggs. I couldn't disagree more. I think Stephon Diggs is going to be more of a role player for us. And if you look at the snaps, Boutte had a 70-60% snap share. And Hunter Henry's going to be awesome as well. I think those two are going to lead us in the actual receiving column. Next big thing, I think our D-line did a really good job. I think our D-line and our linebackers actually did okay in this game. We sacked Geno 4 times. We limited Ashton Genty to 2 yards per carry on 19 attempts. He did get the touchdown. But getting into the negatives, I don't know how much worse this secondary can be. Granted, Seagon was out this game. I don't know if it would have mattered, to be quite frank. I think it was absolutely pathetic what we were doing out there. Jalen Hawkins, Alex Austin, these guys were just getting absolutely cooked the entire game. Marcus Jones, absolute shitter. And like I said, Corey mentioned it earlier, a guy like Jabril Peppers would have been great for this type of game. And we just didn't have that. And really, the next big thing, sorry, I'm kind of rambling. This is my team, so sorry. But Vrabel said it best in the post-game presser. This team on offense will not get anything as long as we don't have a run game. 18 attempts, 18 carries for 60 yards. Granted, we were down most of the game. I get that. Or I guess we were up 10-7 at halftime, but second half we were down pretty much immediately. But Travion didn't have a spark. Ramondre is doing what Ramondre does every year. And like I said, Antonio Gibson doesn't even play. So if we can't get that figured out, then I think we're going to have serious issues. We'll see the status of Christian Gonzalez coming back, but Will Campbell didn't look good either. 2 penalties, 1 sack given up, 3 pressures allowed. Just all in all, not the start we expected, at least I expected. And another fun stat is the Patriots have not scored 30 points in a game since, I believe, 2021. So that is just the state of this offense and defense. So we had all the opportunities in the world. We just can't convert. But shout out Raiders, shout out Geno Smith. Looked awesome. He was playing against the JV secondary. But yeah, shout out Jake Buzzard. But that's it for me. Just disappointing. We'll see what happens in week 2.
Yeah, one stat that I heard earlier, I might be a little bit fuzzy on it. Geno Smith, 9 completions of 20-plus yards down the field. I think that ranks number 1 out of Raiders quarterbacks since, was it 1991? I think the stat was.
Kenny Stabler, probably.
Yeah, something like that. I don't know, but good on Geno Smith. I still don't believe you can win a playoff game, but I don't even think you're going to make it to the playoffs. But good game. Also, Ashton Genty, I wanted to touch base on this real quick. Ashton Genty had 38 rushing yards on the game. He had 44 yards after contact. Think about that. Let that run through your head.
Yeah,
It's insane.
pretty sick. Guy's a dog, simply put.
I guess.
That just means he's getting hit the fucking line every play.
Yeah. He had all the runs. Yeah, all the yards after contact. But fuck. Anything with the bets here? What do we got here? Finster, Travion, the rushing prop missed.
Raiders money
Can we
line.
give the ball more than 5
Oh yeah,
times in a game?
Joel, big hit on Raiders money line. Oh, I had to shout out Luke because it was his whale play of the week. He'd be mad at me if I didn't shout it out. He had Raiders plus 8.5 and the under 49.5, kind of a little teaser there. 3-unit play, smacked, and he's still in the red.
Typical.
He's dreaming about better plays right now.
Hey, he's barely in the red though. Barely in the red.
I mean, this game was pretty dead even, honestly. I mean, just looking at it, I won't go into every specific. Raiders were 6.3 yards per play. I thought Geno played really well. I thought like this game was pretty I mean, it's dead even.
If you watch this game, this is a scoreboard lie in my opinion. If you watch this game, it was not an even game. Especially in the second half, it was not an even game. I'll give us the first quarter, we looked okay. And then second quarter, we looked fine. Defense looked good. The second half was not even close. We got murdered up and down the field. But box score-wise, we might be similar. But just on eye test, we look like shit.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with that. But just diving into the game a little deep with the magnifying glass, it really wasn't a complete and total ass chewing. I mean, I feel like New England had a chance.
Absolutely, we did.
Oh, yeah, chances.
We lost by 7. Yeah.
Genty does have 1 of my 12 for his future already. Week 1.
There you go.
True. It's a good start.
Keep on chucking away. Finster, anything on this?
Nope. All right. All done?
Last thing. How dumb are the fucking Patriots for not signing Jacoby Myers to a 3-year, $30 million deal like we did with Juju? How fucking dumb are we? Go ahead.
Juju.
Revenge game.
All right, moving on. Niners Seahawks, I believe, is the next game on the sheet.
Yep.
Ew.
San Francisco 49ers going to Seattle to play the Seahawks. This game, low scoring affair. Niners squeak out the victory 17-13 on a backup tight end. His name is blanking
Third
me.
string, Jake Tongs.
Yeah, Tonjes, I think.
Tonjes.
Yeah, something they were pronouncing that. Great catch, by the way. Kind of just took it out of the defender's hands in the back corner of the end zone. I think the story of the game is George Kittle going out with a hamstring injury in the first quarter
Are
after
you
scoring the
kidding
first
me?
touchdown.
It's Jake Moody missing all those fucking
Well,
field goals.
we'll
He got
get
waived.
to that.
Story of the fucking game.
We'll get to that. But George Kittle was a huge factor into the San Francisco 49ers offense. He scores the first touchdown of the game, then goes out with a hamstring, and we just learned that he's going on the IL to miss at least 4 games, which is fantastic as a fantasy owner. Anyway,
If you couldn't tell.
Brock Purdy, 26-35, 277 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. I think Brock Purdy looked good and then looked like shit. It's here and there. He's going to yuck that ball. Just got paid. And then Sam Darnold, I think the only person he fucking threw to was Jackson Smith and Jigba. He had 150 total yards, and JSN had 124 of those. One more thought. Where the fuck is Kenneth Walker? Like, it is a complete
Charbonnet's team, bro.
Charbonnet's team.
50-50 share. Charbonnet, Kenneth Walker. Kenneth Walker did nothing that game. Who wants to start?
Here's my thing with the Niners. Don't panic. They were really, really bad in the red area yesterday. Sorry, 2 days ago. They just, first off, missing 2 field goals hurts, but you got to convert those to 6. I don't care what anybody tells you. I mean, this game should have been ugly. Niners outgained the Seahawks by 150 yards. They had 10 more first downs than them and ran 22 more plays. Time of possession was dominated, 15 minutes. I mean, do not panic. Yes, Kittle's out. That hurts, but this is a really good football team. They played very well on defense. Salah's back. He's got those boys cooking. The Seahawks are bad. I mean, they only had 14 first downs, 3 for 10 on third down. Niners were 50%. They were 30%. They only ran 50 plays. I mean, it's just kind of meh. It's very meh to me. Everybody thought Kenneth Walker was going to be a guy. Maybe the Niners defense is just really stout, but shit, Charbonnet was 4 yards of carry and a touchdown to Kenneth Walker's 2 yards. So, I don't know. I think the writing on the wall here is don't panic on the Niners. They had a good game, very inefficient in the red zone. That will change as the season goes on. The Seahawks to me are kind of like the Giants, but a little bit better. I think that's the best way to put the Seahawks. Giants, but a little bit better.
And they go to Pittsburgh next week to face our Steelers.
I'm liking what I'm seeing, Corey.
We'll
liking what I'm seeing. Any other comments on this game? I did have McCaffrey anytime. We got absolutely cucked because they were terrible in the fucking red zone. They couldn't fucking score points. Especially with his usage. His usage was fucking crazy. I mean, he had 22 carries, fucking targeted 10 plus, or what was it, 8 times. I mean, a guy was on the field 85% of the time, 90% of the time. Just couldn't get his nose in the end zone. It was just a weird fucking game. Niners should have won that game by 2 scores. Unfortunately, they just weren't very efficient. And then almost gave the fucking game away to the Seahawks. The Seahawks would have got a fucking gift if they would have won that game, instead of fumbling there on the, 10-yard line or whatever the fuck it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy.
Christian McCaffrey had 31 touches that game.
You know what I mean? Guys, rock with me. The plays are on the right side. The shots will fall. You know what I mean? I'm back there from 3. I'm chucking. They're just not going through.
Eating the juice on the McCaffrey anytime and then just it not hitting for 3 units. That's just.
It was only 145. I mean, if you know McCaffrey's anytime, that's really not the worst juice in the world. I think a lot of the media that, oh my God, he's fucking hurt. Dude just wanted a fucking break. All right? Come on, hop off his dick. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
I
All
think the
right.
big story, sorry, one more thing, is to keep an eye on. Corey touched on it earlier. I don't think Brock Purdy's left shoulder is bad at all. The reports I'm seeing is that the toe injury is a lot worse than people are seeing, and that will be the thing that will hold him back if he does not play. The shoulder is not going to be affected, like Corey said. It does help you in throwing a little bit, just through the follow through, but the toe, obviously, with how mobile he wants to be in the pocket, going to be the biggest story. And also, shout out Ricky Pearsall. Juwan Jennings, he's going to be fine. He's probably going to play his day to day. But Ricky Pearsall, 7 targets, 4 receptions, 108. He's going to be their wide receiver one, obviously, until Brandon Ayuk comes back. And I'm curious, very curious to see what that player prop line comes out to be, if it's in the 70s or 60s. But we'll keep an eye on that.
Yep, I like it. Shout out
Joel-
Fence to the Ricky Pearsall draft.
Sticky Ricky. My
Joel
guy.
Tony.
Ricky,
anything?
Ricky.
No, let's move on.
Alrighty. Moving on to another kind of snooze fest. Was it the late window? I believe it was.
Yeah, this is 4 o'clock.
Titans at Denver Broncos for this one. Kind of a snooze fest. However, watching the game, I did watch a decent amount of this. I like the way Cam Ward played. I think he played very solid. The stat sheet does not show it, but they just couldn't get in the fucking end zone. And that has to do with his receivers dropping multiple balls. I know Calvin Ridley on that last drive just completely, like, his hands just turned to quicksand. Bo Nix, not good. Not good whatsoever. 25 of 40, 176,
No.
1 touchdown, 2 interceptions. I think a few of us predicted this slow start from Bo Nix. I think he regresses a little bit. I've been saying that for a little bit. I think Hunter might have said that or something like that last week. However, J.K. Dobbins looked good.
Yep.
I will say. He had the touchdown late in the fourth quarter, and then the only other touchdown was that Cortland Sutton touchdown in the second quarter, I believe. Other than that...
Yep, don't leave my guy out.
What?
Don't leave my
RJ
guy.
had 1 50-yard rush.
Yeah, but he looked good doing
You
it.
hit
He looked
RJ.
good.
You hit RJ's rush bet only because of the 50-yard rush, and then you missed.
He looked good.
You missed the receiving.
11 yards of carry.
Dog.
Anyway,
Yeah,
I
different.
will apologize to my fellow line chasers who follow me
That's
a little
this is
bit.
bad.
I got a little too cute. I thought we were gonna come out and smack Cam Ward in the altitude in Denver. We didn't. If I would have bought it, if I would have got the spread would have opened at -7.5, we would have won. We would have won. Got too cute for even money at -9.5. I apologize. We won't get that cute again. But I don't think the Broncos are in panic mode yet. I think.
What are you
Hell,
talking about? Panic mode.
Bro,
Let me jump in here. This score shouldn't even we shouldn't even be talking like this was a close game. It wasn't. Total yards 317 to 133. The Titans had 7 first downs the entire game. And I get Corey what he's
don't
saying.
worry, Bengals fans. The Titans
lot-
did it worse than you. Don't worry.
They did it worse than this. And to be fair, the most abysmal stat in my opinion, 2 for 14 on third down. They outgained them 7 penalties, 13 for 131 to Denver 6 for 45. And really, if you watch the end of this game, I have no clue. I think Sean Payton was trying to pass that Bo Nix. This game should have ended 23-12. They had a 4th and 11.
Absolutely. Why did
And
you not get the
Will
field
Lutz
goal?
was literally getting ready to trot out on the field. And Sean Payton was
Actually,
like, nope, Bo, go out there.
I take back my bet.
And that would have cashed Joel. Joel, you were on the right side of this. You should have cashed.
Not
we all
really. Just take the 7.5.
In-
dog.
in my opinion. But, and really, this goes to show, we're not in panic. Denver's the best defense in the league, and I'll stand by that. Granted, we're going against a rookie QB. We're going against an underachieving Titans offense. They 4 to 2 turnovers. The Denver Broncos turned the ball over 4 times, and they limited them to 133 yards. I don't know. Also, one note, though, I will say that I can take away from the Titans game. We are going to buy low on Calvin Ridley. The target share was there. I don't care if he dropped a couple, whatever. When I see 8 targets and an ass kicking like this, I love that. I think his yards are going to be set low from this game in maybe low 50s, something along those lines. And I don't know who Tennessee plays next week, but we're going to look to take advantage of that because I think what Corey said, Cam Ward was throwing some Dippin' Dots out there. It reminded me of Dak Prescott a little bit, where his receivers were a little lackluster. Yeah, and they're playing the Rams, which Rams defense played really well up front, especially. But we'll look for that. But overall, yeah, Denver's in with how bad Bo Nix played and this offense in general just didn't click how they usually did last year, especially in the later season. Very good signs out of Denver's defense is unbelievable. I love it. I could talk about it all day, but that's my thoughts on the game.
I mean, I can talk about RJ Harvey all day, but it is what it is. He's gonna do his thing, guys. Yeah, it's good to see that kind of usage out of a rookie running back that quick. So pumped up for RJ. Shout him out.
Anybody else, Tony?
No, I didn't even watch this game. I have no idea.
One more thing. I touched base. I think Cam Ward is gonna be pretty decent. He has a lot of poise. The problem, which is the problem with a lot of rookie quarterbacks, is hold on the ball too long and they try to scramble around when you just can't do that at the NFL level. Like
Caleb Williams.
Yeah.
Caleb Williams, great example.
Cam Ward threw some good balls, and honestly, you could add 70, 80 more yards on your stat sheet with all the drops. So don't panic, Titans fans. You're not good, but you're not this bad.
Yes.
Take that.
The Bengals are worse than you. Don't worry.
That's completely false. But anyway, let's go to the Lions Packers.
Last thing, Brian Callahan is an absolute dumbass. I don't know if anybody caught that report. He clearly was saying that if you get an elbow in bounds before 2 feet, that you are not in bounds and you is an incomplete pass. What a dipshit this guy is running the helm of this team. Go ahead, though.
Glad he's off the Bengals.
Yeah,
Does you know the rules?
Knee, elbow, forearm, butt, calf,
incredible.
All part of your body.
Dick, balls.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Yeah. Moving on.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? Moving on. One of the shockers of the slate, I think. Lions.
Shocker.
Oh, okay, Mr. Sharp guy over there. Lions going to Lambeau to face the Green Bay Packers. Newly acquired Micah Parsons was in uniform, did not play the entirety of the game, but
played awesome when he was in.
Had a sack. Jordan Love, very, very good game. Not from a stat sheet perspective, because he only had 188 passing yards, but that's all he needed. He had the 2 touchdowns. Josh Jacobs did his thing. Not very efficient on the ground, but still had a touchdown.
That's Josh Jacobs for you.
The Lions just fucking.
This is one that you just don't look at the box score, because the Packers were in straight game control. Like, they did not care. It was, hey, we got the lead. We're just going to get the fuck out of here. Because Lions one time of possession, yeah. I mean, they got the lead, and they said, let's just get the fuck out of here. Is where the Packers were at. Yeah. They said, we don't want to hurt any more fucking receivers. We're already down to fucking Hunter Anderson out there at wide receiver 3. We don't need anyone else hurt. Let's get the fuck out of here. We got a big game next week, against the Commanders on Thursday night. Short turnaround. They do go back-to-back at home, which is nice. They don't have to travel. But, yeah, they said, well, let's get the fuck out of here, boys. Shout out Matthew Golden. Absolute dog. Got hurt that game. It's going to be fine, boys. We'll be back. Buy low on Golden. Buy low on Golden. We're buying
couple immediate takeaways, too, are Jordan Love was not pressured one time in this entire game. Jared Goff was pressured 25 times and he had 4 sacks. I think Jared Goff played pretty fucking well for the circumstances he was under. I think the rushing obviously was lackluster. I think he started the game, 11 for 11. He looked poised back there. I think they had a great game plan coming in. It was just a lot of pitch and dumps really quick to Laporta, Amon-Ra, and then the wheels started falling apart. I know on the Green Bay second drive, they got a huge bomb down the field to Romeo Doubs. And really, like I said, I don't think their stats are doing them justice, especially with Dobbs, Reed, and Wicks. But I think Green Bay's wide receivers played really well. I think also what Corey said, Jordan Love looked very, very confident back there. And shout out, I don't know if anybody bet it. I did lean Josh Jacobs over 16.5 rushing attempts because I thought they would be in control of this game. And he obviously finished with 19. I did not bet that myself. But overall, Packers defense looks awesome. That front line is incredible with Rashawn Gary, Micah Parsons. Like I said, Corey said he didn't play. The snaps he was in, he was getting a pressure almost every single time. It was it was just, and it was against Penei Sewell every single time. So a lot of positives if you're a Packers fan to look forward to for the rest of the year on this team.
Agreed. They were tough to run the ball. I think that's what really helped them. They turned the Lions one-dimensional, and at that point, it was
Too little, too late.
On autopilot. They just went autopilot.
I just think it's funny. Jahmyr Gibbs had 10 receptions and only 9 carries.
It was check down central.
10 receptions.
Yep.
Very funny. Also, one stat that I wanted to note, I don't know if you guys saw this or not. Jared Goff, under offensive play callers not named Sean McVay or Ben Johnson, is 0-19-1 in his career.
Yep.
Not named Ben Johnson or Sean McVay. 0-19-1.
Yep.
Well, shit. How many other play callers has he had? Just the 1 year in fucking.
It's
Detroit?
one more.
When they went fucking over that year.
Yep.
0-17.
Yeah. That was a hilarious trade when that happened. Side note, but
no panic button. Yeah, this team's too good to be freaking out.
I'm not saying
I called Finster today, and we had a really good call, Finster. We kind of talked about this game. I don't know. Lions are in a tough division, tough fucking schedule. I think their best case is a wild card team. Anybody want to disagree?
I agree with that.
Best case.
NFC North is the toughest division in football at the moment. I
agree.
I think every team is very competitive at the moment. This game just goes to show that play calling matters. This is a game I actually watched on the 4:00 slate. The play caller is John Morton. I don't know why he's the play caller. He was a senior guy at the Lions. Kind of got brought up. He basically ran a copycat of what Ben Johnson does. But at the end of the day, I don't think this guy understands is that you can't run play action if you're not running the ball well. And
no, you can't.
I don't think this guy got it through his head because he kept trying to run it, and then no one was falling for it. The linebackers never sank up to it, and they just dropped back in coverage. And Jared Goff was left checking the ball down the entire game. So not in panic mode about this team. The Green Bay defense, like we already said, looks incredible. There's just too much talent on the Lions for this team to be bad. Definitely going to regress from what they did last year, but play calling matters, and Green Bay looks very good. So that's my take.
Yep. Agreed. I just think the Lions' best case this year is a wild card team, unfortunately.
Morton not being on the sideline like Ben Johnson was also pissed me off. He was sitting up in that box with the heaters going, and I don't like that.
To be fair, if I think I was a play caller, I don't think I'm on the sideline. I don't know how they see the field that well.
I like my boys. My boy scores a touchdown. I'm there with them. That's my mindset. But I'm a glue guy.
They all do it from the sideline. I don't know how they see the defense. I have to be up in the booth to call plays.
You feel the game. You gotta feel it, man.
I guess.
Feel it.
Seventh grade football coach Connor Arden
drives up through your legs,
through
and
your
you just
fucking
feel it.
skin.
You're connected to the ground. You know.
Gotta have vibration.
I'm one with the turf.
Those fancy new age play callers are up in the booth, with their pizza and hot wings. They're not giving a fuck about the game. They're snacking, dapping each other up. Fucking, I mean, come on. That's not football. Fucking like table tennis or something.
Joel?
Let's keep it moving.
No, let's keep it moving.
Alrighty. Next game.
Shout out Luke for the Super Bowl picks. I love it.
This game I was most excited for on the slate. I was watching the 1 o'clock. I was watching the 1 o'clock games, and I was looking forward to this game at 4 o'clock. I thought there was going to be a lot more to it. Houston Texans at Los Angeles Rams in SoFi. Rams 14-9 on a Texans fumble by Dare Gumbawale on a slant pass in the fourth quarter, last drive.
Great punch out.
Yeah, it really was. Matthew Stafford, 21 of 29, 245 yards and a touchdown. Looked really good. Half of his completions went to Puka. He had 10 for 130. Absolutely clinical from Puka there. CJ Stroud, I don't know if I'm going to blame him. It was kind of his fault, but it was also the offensive line's fault. The offensive line was absolutely fucking abysmal.
This is the worst offensive line in the NFL at the moment.
Agreed.
And it's not even close.
Agreed.
they are going to struggle this year if they don't get something addition or an ad from somewhere because it's bad and it's not fixable. It's really bad. Pressured on 41.2% of dropbacks, sacked 3 times. Can't run the ball either. Like you can't run block, can't pass block. You're screwed. You have to have something in the trenches. This is a problem for the Texans, and if they don't figure it out, I know they lost key pieces, but it's bad. It's really bad.
You know, funny enough, Chubb wasn't bad running the ball. He was 4.6 yards per carry on 13 carries. I mean, that's not the worst thing in the world to see. I mean, honestly.
It's
Yeah,
not
but
bad, but God, dude,
when you're limiting all those Texans receivers and pass catchers to less than 4 catches in the entire game, then you can give up those yards to Chubb.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, the Texans. And guys, I've been so sharp so far this year. Rewind the pod. Who was the guy beating his fucking nuts saying this is the under? We bet the under. We cashed the under. It was the easiest fucking bet of the day. I should have put more on it. I knew it was easy. The Texans stink. Stafford is a double agent.
Texans defense is elite, I think.
Yes, the Texans have
Texans
fantastic
stink.
defense.
You got to score points to win games. They're not going to score a lot of
They
points.
held the
No, the
Rams,
defense
who
is
have a
elite.
good offense, to 14 points.
Rams are also.
I'm not talking about the defense. I said you got to score points to win games.
Yeah, both
I don't care if
defenses are
your defense is
fantastic.
good because you can't score fucking points. They put up 9 fucking points.
The Texans will score. It's just
Week
good
1.
pass rush.
This was the
week
lowest
really
scoring
bad
game.
offensive line day.
This was the lowest scoring game, and I called it. I saw it. Luke said Texas Super Bowl. I laughed at his fucking face, you know. And he said this is a
Texans
division
team
winner
is
team.
crazy.
This ain't no division winner fucking team. The Texans are boo-boo. But Rams, though, not bad. I like what I see. Rams good. Rams good, Texans bad. More of the story. That's
Is
it.
Puka the top 5 wide receiver in the NFL? I mean, he made it look
He
easy.
just gets
Sure.
force fed, man. It's literally
Now,
just
Stingley
fucking
did go out
Cooper
early.
Kupp.
Look
Cooper
at how
Kupp.
efficient it is,
I
Corey.
know.
11
13
targets, 10 receptions.
I know. But
Did Stingley go out in this game, or did he
he got
return?
hurt. No, he got
I
hurt.
thought so. I think that played a big
I believe
factor
he's
last
fine.
week.
Yeah, I think he's fine too.
Stingley's fine.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that the Texans, Spencer's right. Texans are in trouble.
I'm not
They need
panicking
to
on
do
this
something.
Texans team.
I don't think something on the O line.
I'm just
not good.
just rattling off players off the top of my head. You Stingley, Kamari Lassiter, you got fucking Will Anderson, you got Daniil Hunter, you
I'm
got.
talking about the defense, brother.
Yeah, your name.
That's
not
part
the
of the
problem.
team. I'm
the
not
problem
panicking.
is you guys score points to fucking win.
That is true. There's no, but 42% pressure rate. Like that's
really fucking
That's just
I
the
know
line.
it's gonna come
Boy,
down.
The line is bad.
It's not gonna go up. It has to come down. Like
I
get it.
I think it
Stroud
stays around that
DJ
average.
Stroud will get that ball out faster, and you're
He
telling
gonna
me that
need to.
you're telling me the Texans are gonna win 4 or 5 games. That's what you're telling me right
I
now.
don't think that. I just
Thank
think
you. It's
They're
not
a nice
panic
6-11 team. 6
If they
and
win
11.
6
over
games,
6.
yeah, thank you. 6.5, I'm taking the
6-11.
every day of the week.
they're not gonna win big games though. With good teams, they're not winning.
And once
have
again, they
shitty games.
play in the AFC South.
Yeah,
I
that's why
mean,
it's a
look.
Sunday night game.
Yeah, let's just get to that. We don't need to talk about this anymore.
All right. Don't panic on the Texans, and panic on the Texans if you're listening to Connor.
Panic on the Texans.
He was the only one that bet the game, I believe, and he hit the under. So good job, Connor.
Sharp.
Going on, the best game, dare I say,
Game of the year?
Dare I say it? Question mark.
Question mark? Oh?
Let's head to Highmark Stadium in Buffalo. Ravens at the Bills, 40-41 in favor of the Buffalo Bills with a astonishing fourth quarter comeback, scoring 22 points. Josh Allen, 46 passing yards in the fourth quarter.
300. Oh, yeah.
But just in the fourth quarter. It was
Yeah.
around 250, something like that. Unheard of. I think like 5th most in NFL history on fourth quarter passing yards, something like that. Absolutely unbelievable game. Derrick Henry just took over in the first 3 quarters. Big fumble at the end. That should not diminish what he did in the game. Everybody from an offensive perspective did really well. I'm going to let you guys talk about it because I could go on and on about this game.
I'm going to go last.
I'll go. First off, I'm not gonna sit here and act like this wasn't a miracle of a win for my 1 unit Bills money line play. I did think that the
Yeah.
Bills were a superior team, but leading up to the fourth quarter, I mean, they were getting dog walked. Derrick Henry was doing whatever he wanted. Say what you want about Lamar, but he makes the throws he needs to make. Granted, 143 of his yards went to Zay Flowers, and as a fantasy owner, damn it, did it feel fucking good. Won me my game actually. But anyway, I have to be the first to hold it myself accountable here. Shout out Corey Lynch on the Keon Coleman poll saying how much he was going to progress this year. Did I expect
Yeah.
him to go for 8, 112 and a touchdown? Granted, the touchdown was such a lucky tip play to him.
We'll take
But
it.
you'll take it. Absolutely you will. 11 targets is what you love to see. Shakir, they paid him money. They gave him 9 targets. So he's going to do his thing. Still am not a believer in James Cook. I really just don't
No.
think he's that good.
He's very inefficient. He's very Josh Jacobs.
I just don't
Very
think he's that
inefficient.
good.
You don't
Josh
think
Jacobs
he's
is a bad pull.
That
Josh
reception
Jacobs
he
It's
had.
scored in
not.
9. Josh Jacobs scored in 9 straight games. So let's not
It's
get
not
that
about
narrative
his
going.
scoring. Him and James Cook are very similar. They're very inefficient runners. They get a lot of volume and they score touchdowns. How are they not
Whatever.
similar?
Whatever. I think Josh Allen, I haven't checked FanDuel, but he's got to be, what, plus 200 to win MVP? It's probably something absurd already. Just the best quarterback in the NFL. He really does it all. We saw that in the fourth quarter. 14 carries, not as efficient as he usually is on the ground, but he scored the 2 touchdowns that ultimately won him the game. And like I said, I think this Bills team is sadly just a wagon, and I don't even think this offense is that stacked. I think it's more of a Mahomes situation where we're seeing how good Josh Allen is and what he can bring these mediocre guys up to in this offense. And like I said, if you're the Ravens, you tip the cap and you keep it moving. They're still a top 3 team in this league. They are a Super Bowl contender. They are more than fine. So I think it was just one of those games where it was just an all-out duel, and unfortunately they lost it in the fourth. But lots of takeaways from both teams. But ultimately, both teams played out of their mind. It was a great game to watch as a fan.
Not going to dig too deep into the box score, but shout out Ravens leading the week at 8.6 yards per play. That is fucking laughable. But, shout out the Ravens plus 1.5. That's why you got to get on these bets early, on these lines early, guys. I knew the score was going to end 40-41, so I had to get my plus 1.5 hook. Okay, no, I'm actually joking, but yeah, no, I mean nobody's mad at this game. Both teams walk away saying, "Hey, we both fuck. We just got out fucked. Let's move on and beat the shit out of the rest of these teams in the NFL, and we'll see these guys come to the AFC Championship game. This is an AFC. They're gonna see each other again. This is gonna be like 1 and 2 seed in the AFC. Actually 3 because 5. Yeah, Steelers are gonna win the division, so it'll be a 2 and 5. So I guess they would meet up then. Anywho. Yeah, but they're gonna see each other again. Moral of the story: whoever wins this game, mark my words, put this on the calendar, Joel. Make this a clip. Whoever wins this game in the playoffs is gonna be a Super Bowl champion. Mark my fucking words. That's my prediction. That's my prediction.
What if they don't play?
Man, great game. Great game. They're gonna play. Steelers gonna win the division easy, so I just don't see any other way that this goes down. I mean, this is a divisional game because Steelers are going to be the 1 seed. So it is what it is, I digress.
Yeah. Lastly, there were a lot of bets, I believe. Did all of us hit our
Yeah,
bets
they
in
were
this game?
flying.
I think.
I missed.
The only.
I missed.
Yeah.
If
Joel
you had an
Joel
under
bet
loss,
the
you had an
under.
over.
I
won.
see. This
Yeah,
is
Joel
almost
bet the
comparable to Brant and
Well-
Hunter's under in the Steelers Jets game. I did not think that these offenses were going to come out swinging the way they did, and that's on me. I'm
Joel
dumb.
lost this under by 32 points.
I'm dumb. I'm dumb. I'm dumb.
Shout me out though, Corey. I hit both my bets.
How much did they lose?
Connor
How
did
much
hit
did they
both
lose
his
the
bets.
Jets under to?
What was it?
30,
34,
38 and a half.
64, 38 and a half. So what, 28 points?
I mean, I'm the biggest
26 yeah,
loser. I'm the
28 points.
biggest loser on the points, but whatever.
Yeah, Joel lost, and then shout out Luke. Rashad Bateman, he was the only person that probably didn't hit his line. Luke had him for 70+ yards, and Rashad Bateman had, what do you have? Let's look. He
10
had
yards.
10 yards. Nice bet, Luke.
Nice.
Nice job, Luke.
Clap that
But
for
yeah,
Luke.
possible game of the year. Just an absolute. I was glued to the TV for the entire game, and then Keon Coleman saved me, baby. All right.
Wow.
Moving on to
Last game.
Last game.
Monday Night Football. Vikings in the Windy City to take on the Bears. Vikings squeaked this one out, scoring 21 points in the fourth quarter. They take a 3-point win over Chicago. J.J. McCarthy looked like dog shit and then looked like kind of good, not really, in the fourth quarter. 13 of 20, 143 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception that did go for 6. Caleb Williams on the other side of the ball looked good in the first half, did not look good in the second half, so completely flip-flopped with his counterpart in JJ. 21 of 35, 210, and a touchdown. Also added a rushing touchdown onto that. Any notes for me to check out? Caleb Williams was the number 1 rusher of the game, but I'm going to send it off to you guys to talk about this one.
So, this week I had 3 money line bets. I'm 2 for 3 on my money line bets. I think that I was sharp on the Bears this game. I think this is a yes. The Bears lost this game.
Yes, they did. It was 27-24. They obviously fucking
Not
They
as
lost.
much as the
good.
Vikings. Not as much as the Vikings won though. I think that the Bears lost this game. The offense crumbled to pieces. Pieces after they choked it. I think that the Bears are still a very good team. Caleb Williams looked great. Odunze looked great.
Great.
Did not look
Great.
Caleb Williams did not look great.
Great. He looked like
I don't know why
dog shit.
Besides his missed passes, he looked pretty good.
I was having this
That's
He was
how-
great.
how-
Let's just
how
forget
about
about
the
the 12
six
missed
straight-
passes he had.
He had 6 straight possessions with no points. I'm pretty sure in the second
It's
half.
week 1. It's
Yep.
week 1.
It's week 1. You know what,
And-
Joel? Why don't I just stop you right there? Caleb Williams is one more fucking game like this to being on the fucking merry-go-round
That's not true.
to the
That is not
Canadian
true.
League.
Caleb
Okay?
Williams did
This
not play
guy
that.
fucking
He did not play that
stinks.
bad. No,
Stinks.
he doesn't stink. He doesn't stink.
He can't read the fucking field. Me and Finster talk about this game as well. I know he's going to comment. He can't read the field. He's like you out there, Corey, surveying the Turkey Bowl, looking for open fucking receivers. He's blinder than a fucking bat. Okay?
My reads would be insane
Overthrow
because I can
City.
audible
Him
before
and
the
Trevor
snap.
Lawrence need to take a goddamn Peyton Manning throwing class because they fucking stink. Every ball is 10 yards above the fucking receiver. You'd have thought Shaq was out there playing fucking receiver. Okay? It's fucking horrible. The only thing that saved his fucking bacon that surprised me about Caleb Williams was his legs. Dude's fast as fuck. I'm not going to hold you.
Yeah.
I like to see that.
Bro, his green fucking fingernails, bro.
Well, I mean,
They
yeah,
look
he's
good.
special. But anywho, the
Let
big thing
me-
is the J.J. McCarthy hate. Last point. And we're all from Ohio. Okay, fun fact. Okay, if you didn't know. But the J.J. McCarthy hate has to stop. Okay? He's very mobile. He's obviously gritty because he threw a pick 6 and came back and dropped a 3-piece nugget on their fucking dome piece on the road in Chi-Town. Okay, not an easy place to play. In prime time. What are we even talking
Rookie
about?
debut.
What are we even talking about? I mean, that was a great fucking game. And going to be honest, dude was down the whole fucking game, never quit, and won the fucking game.
I'm not gonna say great. because
Football player.
The first half, he didn't even look like a
No, he
quarterback.
didn't. But you know what? He's a goddamn football player, and he won. He
I will
kept
say,
in the
he had
fucking
points.
game, and he didn't. He never quit, and he won.
Don't loop me
I'm
in
done.
with these Ohio State fandom fucking losers. I don't mind JJ McCarthy.
Hey, and I am an Ohio State fan, but he's not in
I'm
fucking
not.
college anymore. Let it go. Let it go. Yeah, he kicked our ass every time he touched the field. That, and I'm salty. But, dude, he's out. He's gone. I mean, Brandon Luke, you already know what I'm talking about.
Let me let me jump in on a couple points here. First off, let me toot Connor and I's horn. We talked about this in the betting scheme. Coaching is, and I know Finster knows it. Coaching's everything. KOC and Brian Flores made this Bears team look like idiots, especially from the second quarter on. The Bears, after an opening drive touchdown on offense, scored 10 points. 10 points. Caleb had, what did Corey say, 6 straight possessions of scoreless
It was
football?
something like that in the second half.
Something like that. Bagged. And he got his ass saved on a late last minute drive where they had to push the ball down and they scored a 1-yard touchdown pass to Roma Dunze. Brian Flores, absolutely masterclass. They figured it out. They were audible. Caleb was audibling out of everything on the line. I loved it. JJ McCarthy's got grit. After the pick six, Connor's right. He did show a lot of poise, dropped 3 touchdowns and probably 16 minutes of game time. Just awesome to see. Big thing for sports betting, Jordan Mason is the running back 1 on this team. That is all but confirmed. After this game, 15 carries, 68 yards. Aaron Jones getting saved by the bell on a 27-yard touchdown catch. Jordan Jefferson, don't freak out. Weird game script. Didn't start off hot, but started finding him in the second half. Caleb Williams has the same problem as Corey said as a young quarterback. He does not know when to throw the ball. I know in the second quarter, Roma Dunze ran a perfect post route that if Caleb would have just looked down the field, he would have had a walk-in touchdown to Roma Dunze. He missed a ball to DJ Moore that would have been a walk-in touchdown. Just a lot of early young flaws out of Caleb Williams that I don't think people expected in his sophomore season. But so is time, and like Connor said, he is fast as fuck back there running around. He's way faster than I thought. But like I said, great win and just an absolute masterclass of KOC running the script, keeping his team in this game, and giving them a chance to win. It's beautiful. Me and Connor are on KOC like no other. I love it. And I'm excited to see what the Vikings do. Tony said this division is the hardest in football. I think it is. And like I said, it'll be fun to see JJ develop and this team start to click. But yeah, great
It's
game.
funny,
Good
Hunt.
win,
They were all
Minnesota.
against us. I took the Vikings as a favorite, and the coaching came through.
Ben Johnson this, Ben Johnson that. I don't give a fuck. It's a new offense. It's gonna take time to work in. Fuck him.
That boy looks
Absolutely.
like a vampire on the sidelines. He ugly.
Respect an OC.
2 points on this game. Connor and I got absolutely fucked on the hook on the DeAndre Swift rushing yards. We had him at 53.5, and he had 53 rushing yards.
He was at 54 at one point.
Yeah, 54 at one point. That was the only reason that my highlight over my units are not green and they are red. So, fuck you, DeAndre Swift, for that.
Fuck you. You're fucking trash.
Moving on, just one thing on my opinion on this game. I think after that pick six by the Bears defense, they just became complacent. They wrote it down as a W right after that. And before you knew it, they blinked their eyes and it's a ball game. It's a 1-score game. And you saw what happened. JJ took over. Give him a lot of credit for what he did. Anybody else?
JJ got some wheels too.
I feel like I'm Stephen A. just sitting here, and all these guys are just going in on me, and I just want to explode right now. It's, I mean, my God. First and foremost, I have to apologize. I had a few people text me a good play for this game. I had a lot of people tailing the Caleb Williams. I apologize. Mike Navarro, you had that one too. You're a Giants fan. You'll be okay. You know pain. You'll suck it up. All right. I lost my ass too. I had 500 on it. All right. It happens, guys. We lose bets. It hurts. I know. We missed it.
Life goes on.
It sucks.
Buddy's not even going to keep the lights on this month, guys.
Hey,
He's hurting with you.
I'm hurting as well, okay? It happens, all right? Let's talk about the game real quick. First half looked great. People were, especially in our group chat, absolutely dogging J.J. McCarthy. I said, stop jumping to conclusions, because everybody, and I mean everybody, just jumps to conclusions. They see one thing, pick six, guy's off, we'll get him off the field. Just jump to conclusions. It's like, chill the fuck out, people. It's one game. Relax, people, relax.
Overreacting is the fun part of watching football.
It's not. I hate it. Just stop jumping, guys. It's fine. Life is okay, all right? J.J. McCarthy picked it up in the second half. All right, now let's just jump to the Bears because I got to talk about him for a second. Caleb Williams, you look. I still have faith in you. We're gonna be on you for some games of the season, but let's just talk about it. You missed. You're gonna. I hope Ben Johnson rips your ass in the film room because you missed some wide open receivers in this game that essentially just changed the game for you. I know you guys look bad. People are 6 straight possessions without a point. They also don't tell the whole story because they missed a field goal and they went for it on a 4th and 1, didn't get it. Both those are 2 possessions that should have had points. This game was decided by 3. People just say stats and they just that's the only thing that they see. And you got to look at the whole thing as a whole. Ben Johnson, though, you were also not off the hook because that was not great play calling at all in my eyes. Wide receiver screens, get that out of the fucking playbook unless the receiver's coming back to the quarterback and the O-line's getting out there. Stop calling that play. It went for negative yards, and we lost this line by 8 yards. We had a screen go for -4 and another screen, the same play to the other side that went for -3. And then Caleb Williams also had a pass that was called back by a holding call that was definitely not a holding call. The Vikings also had a penalty that was a roughing the a defensive pass interference call. Wasn't a defensive pass interference.
He slipped.
That saved the 3rd and 1. Gave him an extra down that was a scoring drive, and shit like that. And then the fucking kicker can't kick it a touchback. Are you fucking shitting me? You missed the field goal and then you can't kick it through the end zone to save. I think we would have had a possession and I think we had a chance to tie the game. Sucks.
That's on Ben Johnson, not the kicker. I fear. Sorry about that, but
Ben Johnson the kicker needs to kick it through the end zone. It's just
kick it out of bounds.
You can't.
You don't need anything.
They came out. I was saying the same thing, but the Vikings can keep on declining it.
And
yeah.
So you can't.
And they can re-kick. Yeah.
Then it's on the kicker. Yes, sir.
Got to kick it out of bounds. Or not out of bounds, but touchback to the end zone.
Out the back of the end zone. Yeah. He almost did. It was close, but.
Yeah, I think they'll figure it out. Not panicking. This was the Bears. Jolie kind of said it. It was the Bears' game to win. A few decisions cost them the game. The defense too. The Bears' defense definitely didn't look great at all. They scored 3 touchdowns in the 3 minutes in the 4th quarter.
They got complacent, like I said.
3 touchdowns.
They blinked and it was a 1-score game. Also, Jalen Johnson not being in the game hurts.
Yeah, Ben Johnson's first loss against Brian Flores. He's now 4-1. That's all I got to say at the game. I apologize to the Caleb Williams Taylors.
We can move on.
Can you apologize to me for not giving me some Brian Flores credit here?
Well, I can't give you
fuck
credit
about your 4-0
record.
I don't give a fuck.
You threw up a point. He's 4-0.
He's 4-0 record.
5-0 in my eyes, but just bad. It's not.
Hey,
Ben
ball's
Johnson
ball.
did not call a good game.
We can
All
move
right,
on.
Thursday night. Let's go.
Yes, sir. That was the Sunday, Thursday, Friday, Monday recap for Week 1.
I hope you guys learned a lot, honestly, because that was a lot of fucking knowledge right there from a lot of fucking ball. So listen the fuck up.
A lot of knowledge. We're just going to segue in. This is going to be a really, really quick segment here. We have the Thursday night game coming up. It is Packers versus Commanders. Is it in Lambeau? Where is it?
It's in Lambeau.
It's in Lambeau. Like I said, the Packers do not have to go on the road. They turn around and play 2 home games to start the season.
That's awesome. The current line right now as of Tuesday is Commanders getting 3.5 points. Over-under is 48.5. I'll start with Hunter.
Hold on, pause really quick. Before, the Line Chasers are doing a new segment. We are doing a bet. It's not going to be every single Thursday. It could be any game. But we're going to do a $25 bet for the viewers. And we're going to post it on our social media. And if you follow, like, and comment on one of those videos and the bet hits, we are giving you the winnings of that bet. And our main man right here, Tony Finster, is supporting this first bet for the viewers. So, Tony, lead it into him.
You get the pick, Tony.
Yeah, first week, we're going to go with, so you have to comment on this short, right? Whatever the TikTok is, whatever it is.
Yep.
So this short, comment on this short. We're going to pick it by random if it wins.
Follow, comment.
Yep.
Correct.
It's a $25 bet, so you'll win the $25 and the bet, so it'd be $50 total. I don't know if the other guys will do it that way, but that's how I'm gonna do it. So we're first
Minus
bet.
the juice, whatever.
Yeah, minus juice, whatever it is gonna be.
You know what? Fuck it. I'm coming in on this too. I'm making
can
it
do
a
it- you can
$100
do-
bet. $100 bet. I'm putting $75 on it.
You know
We're
what?
juicing this fucker to the moon. Fuck it.
So do you agree with the play then?
So
Like,
I agree
Connor
with the
throwing
play.
75, Tony throwing 25 on this week 1. This is a special occasion here. I don't think we're going to do it every single week, but you will have just under $200 coming to you if this bet's smack. Just like, comment, and you might get $200.
Oh, it's every week. I'm gonna do it every week. I don't know about this year. Every week. I mean, we are throwing money. FanDuel
All right,
sponsorship
what's the
money
bet? What's
is
the bet?
coming
What's the
out of
bet?
our ass.
Hey, we got 3 minutes on this clip. What's the bet?
All right, Jaden Daniels over 43.5 rushing line on FanDuel right now at minus 114. 7 out of the last 10 games, we expect Jaden Daniels to be running for his life more than likely because we just talked about how good the Green Bay defensive line is. They're probably going to try to contain him, but it's prime time. We see it all the time that these running quarterbacks like to run. That is our play we are going to go with. So if this hits, hopefully one lucky person in the comments will get the winnings.
It could be you.
Could be you.
Or you.
Good clip.
Or you. Essentially, that was good. We just got the people going.
Yeah. Hopefully that
It gets the people going.
Can I win the bet if I
All right, let's go to the game. Let's go to the game.
Fuck no.
I'm kidding.
All right. Tell me when to go.
Brother, go. I wasn't clipping shit there.
Oh, sorry. Yes, Commanders at Packers. The line is 3.5 over under 48.5. Hunter, I'll start with you.
Give me last. Again.
All right. Connor.
This is very easy. The box score with the Commanders was very good. I'm not panicking. I'm taking the hook here in a close game. I don't know who's going to win. I don't fucking care who's going to win. I'm taking the hook. If you don't know this, we'll drop some more ball knowledge on you. The most common number NFL sports games end in is 3. So whenever you're getting that 3.5 hook in a good game, you're more than likely going to win. So I don't care. Both teams are good. It's going to be a good game. It's prime time. Don't know. Don't care. Give me the Commanders plus the 3.5 for a unit. As far as props go, I'm going to sit back and wait and dabble and hear what the other chasers got to say, and then I might come back out of the woodworks with some heat. Obviously, we're on the Jaden Daniels prop, already, so I can't. I'm not going to take
This
that.
is for
Let me
you.
run. I am gonna go with the exact same thing as Connor. The only stat that I care about is last year the Washington Commanders were 9-2-1 against the spread in non-divisional games. I do like that stat, and like I said, I think the Commanders' defense really isn't that bad. I think it's going to be a step up potentially from the Lions. We'll see. But like I said, I have full faith in the Commanders. I think the Packers are a really good team as well. But I just think this game's going to be a lot closer than I guess what the odds are implying. I kind of like what Connor said. I could see this being a field goal ending game pretty easily. So I do like the over though as well. I will lean the over in this game, but I will take the Commanders plus 3.5 for 1 unit.
Leading into that, I like what Hunter said. I will be taking the Commanders plus 3.5, but I will also be wagering the unit on the over of this game.
2 bets?
Yep, 1 unit each.
Very nice, very nice.
Spencer, do you want the Commanders plus 3?
To be honest with you, when I first saw the line, I was leaning that way, and now that everybody's on it,
God damn it.
I'm so
God
sorry.
damn it,
You are
everybody likes
totally
it.
correct. So 3 is the most important number in all of sports betting. If you're getting it at 3.5, it's huge. I kind of really like the 3.5. I'm just gonna run my one play. I expect it to be close, so 3.5 is actually pretty good. You know what? I'm just kind of convincing myself more in talk. Yeah, just
I
throw me
know.
all
I feel like it's going to come off the 3.5, honestly, Tony, to be honest with you.
that three
It's
and a half. I would not take it at 3. If it stays at 3.5, take it at 3.5.
Is it an official play?
Yeah, run it. I'll run it for. I'll run the
And
unit.
give me Jaden Daniels over rushing as well for a unit, Corey.
Let's run the Manders. We're on the Manders.
Yeah, we're on the Manders. Yeah, I don't know who's gonna win. I don't care, but it's gonna be close. That's all I know.
Just me left?
Yep.
Just you.
Alrighty. I have a player prop in this game. God, it's ugly.
There's a lot of
Usually,
on this game.
Chris? Is it Chris?
no. History suggests you usually bet this player's receiving yards instead of his receptions. However, I'm going the opposite. I'm betting his receptions this game because I think they're going to force him the ball. Terry McLaurin over 4.5 receptions. It is minus 108. It's minus 108. Hey, just catch 5 balls. That's all you got.
Just do it, please. Please catch 5 balls. My fantasy team depends on it.
The book, everything's suggesting that the Packers are going to be up in this game, so the Washington Commanders are probably going to be throwing. You would think.
What suggests that?
The fact that the Packers are favored.
Okay, fair.
Okay. So yeah, we're going to be taking Terry McLaurin's over interceptions. Just 4.5. Minus 108 for a unit. That's all I got.
What do you lean on the spread here, Corey? Commanders or
I do like.
people are dying to know.
I think the Commanders are the sharp play, but I'm not touching it.
I like it. Well, seems like a lot of the boys are aligned on this one.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
We're up a unit, and I really want to test something out. The one shining bright spot of the Lions last week, like I said, was Sam Laporta. I am going to throw a unit on over 31.5 yards for Zach Ertz at minus 114. And I want to throw a half unit on his touchdown anytime, but I don't think I am. But I just really think I watched the middle of this Green Bay defense, and when he had enough time to throw, the middle of the field was open every single time. So we're going to see if hopefully we can get some film on that, Washington, and maybe take advantage of that. But this is more of a, what Corey say, a test the waters type of bet, feeler bet. But Corey did lose his feeler bet, so hopefully I won't lose mine. But we're going to see.
Do we throw a dart?
What was the feeler bet I lost?
What was the bet you bet last week? It was the feeler bet. You lost it. I remember because I texted you about it.
Feeler bet.
I forget. I think it was a Thursday night. It was a feeler. I remember you saying it. Whatever.
Was it?
But we're gonna try it out.
Oh, it was the Mahomes under rushing. That's what it was.
Yeah, that was it. Yep.
Yeah. Bad bet.
Yeah. Well, hopefully this is a good bet. But yeah, those are my 2 bets for Thursday night.
Is this a wrap, boys?
I like it, boys. That's a wrap.
All right.
Stay tuned for a giveaway.
Is there more, Corey? Did you say something?
No, I'm just saying alrighty.
That is it.
Yeah, that's a wrap. Week 1 recap into the Week 2 Thursday night game. We'll be back Thursday with bets coming to you live on the Fountain Blue. We're going to do a nice little episode there. Stay tuned for Week 2. We're absolutely crushing it. We 8,000 views in the last week, guys. Clap it up for yourselves watching. Absolutely legendary.
Only going to get bigger and bigger.
Unsurmountable the amount of activity we've gotten this last week. We all feel blessed. We're all working hard to make it a really good show, as entertaining as we can. IT Joel, also clap for IT Joel here. He's doing a really good job with the shorts. Absolutely killing it. Pumping out the content.
Good job, Joel.
So really just thanks everybody. Thanks Joel. And we're going to keep ripping and rolling this fucking shit out.
If you have any suggestions too, make sure to drop it. Things we can improve, things you guys would like to see, promos, whatever the case may be. We're always open to criticism. So let us know in the comments, and make sure to drop a follow. A lot of views. We're missing out on some follows. So stay tuned, boys.
Click that bell, boys.
Click that bell notification. All right, guys. See you. Peace.
Love you guys.
See ya.
I need $1 bad.